Shalom, shalom.
It's on the top, right?
Yeah. All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Bachakwadash. We'd also like to give double honors to our elders, bishops, and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And we'd like to say peace, safety, and salutations to the Lord's beloved elect, to the hopeful elect in 1/3, and Adon Ratazah. These modern day camps epistles are edifying to you body of believers, you brothers, and you very few sincere sisters. All right, we are the branch of GMS Rochester known as the Solemn Assembly, and we're having an indoor ministry today. All right, so Adon Ratazah, you brothers and sisters will be edified. And we just thankful that the Lord is with us, showing his mercy, and judging man right now. And we're in the beginning of the end of this current Edomite nation that's over us. Mm-hmm. And the world is getting ready to realize that Edom was a temporal vessel of dishonor, all right, to really show us the epitome of wickedness and why you should cherish righteousness. Mm-hmm. Okay, when you look at the relationship between Jacob and Esau, even today to this very moment, what you are really witnessing is evil, man. Yep. Okay, because he's literally the embodiment of the demon that the curses are over us as a nation. Yeah. You don't love your neighbor. You covet the wife. Like everything that's normal in society is really the curses. So hey, man, be thankful that the Lord is showing mercy on you, that you could pray to him, because we're about to enter the time of the Lord showing his anger on this earth, man. Okay, and our people are gonna feel it, the world's gonna feel it, and we pray that we're found worthy to be exempt from that judgment coming, man. Right. So once we're gonna get everything kind of started and set up, the brother's gonna read you Sirach, right? Yep. All right. Perfect. You got it, bro. I gotta plug this in. And
now right here, this is Sirach 2 and verse 1 in the GNT, which stands for the Good News translation.
And that's what you're gonna desire in the days to come, is good news, because the rest of the world is getting ready to experience bad news. Yep. All right, bad news bear is coming. All right, the rest of this world is getting ready to have a nigga moment that's been no other. Yep. All right, where they're going to be feeling what Jake has felt, but all of them are going to feel it on a magnitude that we even haven't felt. Yeah. And we under the curses. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, hey, it's about to go down, man. And really right now is the most important time to elevate your relationship with Yahweh Yahushai, through the Rakak Kodash. Be mindful about the angels encamping around us, the Lord's protection, the spiritual power, because it's gonna get to a point to where your flesh is gonna want to resort back to a scared girl needing her father. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and the scriptures say, "Fear not, my worm Jacob." But we have to remind ourselves of these things, and then the Lord will even put us through certain things as a test to build you up, not to throw you off or destroy you. You know what I mean? So get ready for that good news, man. You got it.
That's right. This is Sirach 2 in the GNT.
Right.
Now the ledger here says faithfulness to the Most High.
And remember, it says what is it? The unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
It says the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So, 2 Edges 15.
So you'll die because you didn't have faith. Yep. But really, faith is a gift. Mm-hmm. So you'll die without that gift. So humbly speaking, we are gifted individuals because the Lord is having mercy on us. Mm-hmm. Like what was that movie, The Gift, with the little girl? But remember, she was exempt.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Yep. This is Sirach 2 and 1, GNT. It reads, "My child, if you are going to serve the Lord, be prepared for times when you will be put to the test."
But see, you always gotta be mindful. That's why the scriptures speak about being sober. Because what happens is we get into a routine where we're called what they know as creatures of habit. So you'll get to a position where like even like when you're driving a standard, you might like third gear,
right?
But then now you gotta go down a hill.
Yep.
Now you gotta go to second gear. Then you gotta go to first. I'm talking like I drive standard. I don't even drive standard. I learned how, but you know what it is. Then you gotta go into first and let it cruise while holding the clutch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so, this journey that we're on, the gears change whether you want it to or not. It depends on the spiritual terrain.
Yeah, just like Apostle Paul, he said, I know when to abound. I know when to be abased. Yep. That's why you know whatever the situation the Lord puts you in, you have to adapt through the Spirit. That's why it says, with the KJV version, it says, don't make haste. When you are in trouble, don't make haste. So you have to, in this truth, you know, learn to win, like the scriptures say, to be abound to abase. Learn how to adapt to your situation.
And let me say this, though. And also, for you believing sisters out there, which that's a very beautiful thing, that the Lord has allowed not only our awakening, but the pastor of the Most Highs of men. This is of the house of David, and within this house, we also have what? Israelite women. So it is a blessing that the Lord even is giving our women back per se, but that's the body of believers. But for you sisters, in this time of trouble, amen, that's your time to where it's one thing if you get afraid. You're a woman. It's gonna be, but don't be proud.
Yeah.
You know, you need to not thank you, Lord, for giving me this man. Or having this you know, what's say, a man shall be a hiding place. Because see, you got women now that'll be in a position of you know, distress. Like I seen this video of this proud ass. Edomite women are basic and proud, but Jake woman got demons on them to be proud. So, because a Jake woman in her true form, that's beautiful because she plays her role. She you know what I mean. She's the princess, but you got demons on you. But anyway, so this video of this dyke Edomite woman, she was like on the behind on a railing on a balcony, and like she almost fell. But who you think came and grabbed her? A man. The bodyguard. But she's pushing this feminism. You don't need men. Her little Ellen DeGeneres ass almost fell to her death. The bouncer or bodyguard helped her up. When she finally got her foot in, what you think she did? She swatted his hand away like she didn't need him no more.
Wow.
So my point is, for the sisters out there, hey, that's your moment of humility, even if you're afraid when the judgment comes, because it says, be not afraid, but you got to accept your role like we accept ours. So the point is, even if you go and experience that, acknowledge the man that the Lord put in front of you to keep stable ground while you're walking.
That's right.
Because that's what we are. We're stable ground because our ground's Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
So you're getting ready to see a magnificent difference in the Israelite elect man to any man on the planet, even at that other Israelite man.
That's right.
You know?
I got a couple precepts for you, bro. Well, in case I point, this is Isaiah 32 and verse 2. It says, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind.
But an Israelite elect man.
That's right.
Because if you look at these precepts as just they're talking about being gods again, then you're not in the right mindset. The Holy Spirit is preparing the man that's getting ready to be a hiding place.
That's right.
That's what we're getting ready to be. But to be a hiding place means one has to be put in a position where he now is not afraid of what he's hiding from.
That's right.
Do you know what walk you got to go through to be faithfully found?
Yeah. Confident.
It's like, do you know what I went through to get this six pack?
Right.
So,
pain.
Yeah. So a refinement.
Yeah.
So we're being refined, and in that refinement, we're also acknowledging the counterpart who's going to partake in this prophecy as well.
Right.
Keep going, brother.
Right. Yep. And it reads, Isaiah 32 and 2. And the covert from the tempest.
Let me see that in I'm gonna look that up in another translation. You got it.
And it reads, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place.
Hey, there's gonna be the famine.
Man.
You know?
Right, famine, right. family of the word.
There's going to be
Right.
people dying. There's
Yeah.
going to be children. There's going to be turmoil. There's going to be lamentation. There's going to be woes.
Yeah.
But we in ourselves within this walk feel those things in seasonal patterns. You know what?
Yeah.
Turmoil, lamentation. We lament.
Yeah.
I was saying to myself the other day, you know, just speaking as a man, but it's like, hey, tears come from this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When you really look in the scriptures, you're reading the words of men that are gaining experience of Yahweh Bashem Shai with them.
That's right.
See, we're not reading men from the eyes of an IUIC classroom. Their psalms ain't gonna hit the. All you gonna get is the dancing.
Right.
So when you watch videos of brothers or you know hear testimonies, you're hearing psalms. You know what I mean, to the Lord.
Yeah.
But what the Lord is doing all these things in this present time, as society as you know it is functioning, because we're entering a time that through that spiritual training is going to put you in the prophecy of that when this is happening everywhere.
Exactly. That's right.
You know?
That's right.
So we that's why it says rejoice in it. Because if you look at things you're dealing with, and just that means you're not looking at the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You got it.
Back in Isaiah 32 and verse 2, and it reads, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
As a shadow of a rock in a weary land. So imagine it's hot as hell out. You know that heat that radiates off the tar and the ground.
Waves,
You just see it.
Yeah.
No shade in sight, no water.
Yep.
But then right there in the distance, as it's given as a poetic analogy,
Yep.
is this shade to give you comfort from the pressure of the heat.
Man.
See? So these are the times we're getting ready to enter. Now, what do you got from there?
I had going about what we were saying earlier about bound to being a baby.
Yeah, perfect.
I want to say a point real quick too,
Yeah.
which Lord's will we can get the account, but just bringing it up because we're talking about it. Just like how the Pharaoh didn't want to, he wanted Joseph to be under his house because he knew the Lord was with him. So he was like, I'm gonna keep you under my roof because I know the Lord's with you.
Right.
So being that by default he's with you, then he's with me.
Yep.
So how much more when it comes to a woman?
Yep.
Right. So he let Israelite man, the Lord is protecting, dealing with him. So by default, you come to that man, you're gonna be protected.
And guess what though? Because that means we're the Lord's woman.
That's right.
So it's all we're all in order. And
right.
this is the best way I can explain it. It was like like in the movie Four Brothers.
Yeah.
He made him eat, and he said, "Get your ass down there too."
Yeah.
So the same way we had to go under curses, y'all had to go under curses.
Yes.
The same way, you know what I mean? So it's like this the same way you submitting to us, we submit to the Lord.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful, harmonious recycling of servitude.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the whole bigger picture, man.
Yeah.
We're talking about serving the Lord. We're waiting for these things to come to pass to get out of here. These are testimonies of like a married older woman to a younger woman generation. Like you ever see the videos, the older woman be telling the young girl. That's like us in the spirit when we're our lessons telling brothers and sisters how to serve their husband.
That's right. Quick one, because you mentioned this.
Yeah.
This is 2 Corinthians 11 and 2. It says, for I am jealous over you with godly jealousy.
Godly jealousy. So we're supposed to be jealous. You know what I mean? We're supposed to care. We're supposed to tend to the flock.
That's
We're
right.
supposed to tend to the sheep. The scriptures say, know the state of thy flock.
That's right.
You got guys out here, I mean, yo, you really got other Israelite camps that are legitimately through.
Through, bro.
Like I was listening to a video earlier, Elder Apostle Ramlab and Elder Apostle Hart, they both did the video on the topic of while other camps are debating, GMS is prophesizing.
Yep.
So when you look at that, the Holy Spirit has the men that identify as great millstones, starting with our elders, okay, identifying the fact that all we're doing is prophesizing to you because that's the testimony of Yahweh Shai,
right.
who is the bridegroom coming back.
That's right.
What else will we be doing? You know what these other camps are? They're they're like horny niggas at the wedding looking at who they can pick up at the bar.
Yeah.
That's why they made that movie Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
That movie Wedding Crashers is the scriptures. Sir, who are ye? Who are thee?
Yeah.
But the whole time they were there, they was able to gun down every easy target.
Yep.
See?
Seriously. And it reads the same Corinthians.
So Jake got the Israelite world in a fucking mess, man.
Yeah.
When you look at Israelites as a whole, if you put them all in this one arena, it'd be a fucking mess. You would know where the party's at. You know where the party at, right? You know where the scandal is. You know where the fucking you know where to go. But if you wanted to hear the Lord, humbly speaking, you would go where? Great Millstone.
That's right.
Which is what that house, and that's the third temple.
That's right.
Not saying Great Millstone's the third temple, but this body of truth that we've been given collectively, that's the third temple being built because the elect have that song that are singing.
That's right.
And that song that is singing, the tune of it is prophecy.
That's right. That's right, bro. And it reads, "For I have espoused you to one husband."
So we're taken.
That's right.
So we were betrothed. So we can't call him no other names. All right. We don't know this guy. We don't got no work husbands.
Hell no.
You see, where the elect is a walking embodiment of what a faithful woman would be doing to her husband.
Right.
You know? So we're holding on to ours.
That's why Esau want to put that seed inside his people. Starting off with Jake though.
He wants to put his machine in you, bro.
Yeah.
He wants to sacrifice you in a technological ritual.
Yeah, bro.
Because I was thinking about it. I was watching this Folly. It was like a basketball event, and it had the logo was a B, but it was a 6.
Oh yeah.
All his life.
Yeah.
So those are 3 6s.
Yep.
But then you know what else it had? It had the Nike with it.
Oh.
So which is the Nike, the goddess of victory.
Yeah.
So they're reverencing Satan through the symbol of victory while making Jake partake in this ritual by just playing basketball. See how he gets you to partake in shit? He gets you, he gets you to partake in shit. But that's why the mark though, that it says it has to, they have to consent.
Exactly.
So that right there, that's how you know like that there's gonna be major witchcraft surrounding the mark of the beast and taking it.
Yeah.
I was watching Common People. Yo, y'all gotta watch Common People.
Yeah,
bro, you gotta watch Common People.
Watch that, bro.
You have to watch Common People. Common People on Netflix. See, our videos ain't even monetized, and we giving out ads, but we advertising this for truth,
right? For edification.
For edification. But going back to Common People, this all ties in because that's gonna be the pillar, the weary land. Because why? Everybody's gonna have to be marked. If not, it's gonna be a weary land to you.
Yeah.
If you don't have the mark, it's gonna be a weary land to you. If you don't have a mark, the man is gonna be as a fountain of water to you. See? If you don't have the mark, he's going to be a hiding place for you.
Yep.
See? So this all tying in, going back to the show Common People, which was fire, by the way. The whole thing was set up perfectly. The woman had got something in her brain, right, in their foreheads. And then what they had to do was Esau presented this procedure where they would take out where the problem was, and they would replicate that part of your body and then they would upload it to a cloud, and then they would put it back in your body. But now that part of your body that they replicated is connected to their computer servers that they could shut you off at any time if you don't pay your monthly subscription to this replicated body part that he put inside you.
Oh shit.
What the fuck is that, bro?
This right here? That's it?
Yes.
Oh wow.
So they would just be chilling and she would spew off an ad. Like they was actually getting down like a couple's supposed to, and she let off like a condom ad in the middle of it.
Oh,
she would just be like, like possessed.
Damn.
Didn't it say in their forehead?
Yeah.
And you got guys using this device that's found in the Bible for him to play online chess with his mind.
Yep.
Come on, bro. This society is changing.
Yep.
You know how hard it is just to get a legitimate house, home, car, job, stable income? So you're getting ready to see this society and all the glamour that it put out there that we had to compare to.
Wow.
And if we didn't, she don't want you. But now everybody that's in that fucking grid is now that grid turned into a net.
Ooh.
So now he picked the fucking, and now you're all stuck, arms hanging out with a chip in it, and we're over here because the Lord chose us, man. So you're getting ready to see how beautiful it is to be with Yahweh Shem Shai, man.
That's right.
Not the flyest nigga in the room, not the best car or cell phone, but because Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashem Rakakodash chose us.
Right. Man.
That's gonna be
Man.
that's beautiful.
That's worth the wait.
That's beauty right there. What's your type?
Back in 2 Corinthians 11:2, and it says, "For I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Yahweh Shai."
Which is Revelations. They had no guile.
That's right.
So Apostle Paul, the Lord put it on his spirit like what are those, like sheepdogs? Like how they protect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why you got brothers, the certain brothers the way they are, because the Lord puts a protective spirit on them to guide the sheep in the right way. And sometimes the sheep got to get snapped at. You know, the Lord snap at us. The Lord chastisement, because the sheep like to wander off.
Yeah.
Like a female.
Yeah.
You're like, nah. You know?
Yeah.
They can't just go into the store and go out. You know?
Yeah, sheep, the characteristics of a sheep is that they're, like you said, they wander off, they're simple, you know?
And they don't even do it out of all the time stubbornness or ignorant. Or but sometimes be just ignorance.
Yeah.
Like, because they're just sheep.
That's the characteristic.
That's right.
That's why the Lord, he referenced his people as sheep.
We got two of them. I'll get one. Psalms, I'm excited. Psalms 100, ye my pasture are sheep.
Yes.
You know? And then there's another one. What did you say? Make your point again, brother?
What I was saying? Oh, yeah, about how the Lord...
Oh, the beasts of the earth.
Yeah, beast. That's a good one.
Those are the two I was thinking of.
Okay.
Psalms 103, which is, I'll read it real quick.
Okay, got you.
And then, what is that? Job 12:6.
Oh, the beast of the earth shall be at peace with thee?
No. Where it says, look at the beasts of the earth and they shall teach thee.
Got you. Let me go real quick.
Because that's the Lord's people. So all this is what? Us being guided. And Yahweh Shai said, my sheep hear my voice.
Yep. You know, I was thinking about too, the Lord told Peter, said, feed my sheep.
Yep.
Let me see, they shall teach thee. Yep, 1 second, Salakia. Here we go. No, that's not it. Sorry.
What you looking for?
The beast of the earth shall teach thee. Okay, here we go, got it. Yep, Job 12:7. It says, but ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee.
Right. So look at this. When you look at a literal sheep, it says naturally drift away from the flock.
Yeah.
You know, where like they be like, you got the one friend, you all go out, and then they always kind of, and I know that I'm kind of like that way.
Yeah.
We'll go out or something. This was early on. We go out in a group. You know, sometimes Jacob just wander off.
Yeah, you gotta do a head count before you leave.
Yeah, like I got a good one for you. Old Dirty Bastard, he got on that ODB. He got on that song with Maya and the refugee, the brood, whatever, the ghetto superstar.
Yeah.
He got on that track only because he wandered into the studio and was like, what y'all doing? And then the Jake was kind of like a little annoyed with him because he's probably Nigerian, so he's proud.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, I ain't a kata. Yeah. You know them, always brushing their teeth on the porch. So so he's like, he heard the beat and he's like, oh, this is tough. Basically, can I get on it? And that led to ODB being on ghetto, because what, Jake? Naturally drifts off. But sometimes you drifted off could have led you to the shepherd.
Right.
Like us now. We all drifted off, you know, not with all of our family. And to where? Can you get Hebrews 3, since the Spirit's got us on sheep and shepherds? Because it all ties in. Because we're all, even in the pilgrimage, Isaiah 4:1 is a part of the pilgrimage.
Right.
Isaiah 32 is a part of the pilgrimage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you look at the scriptures and you intertwine them, you got that the shepherd.
Yep. This is Hebrews 3:1. It says, "Wherefore, holy brethren."
Holy brethren. So that's going back. You can't come around us and and just treat us like we niggas in the world.
Exactly.
Now you can, but we would pick up on it very quickly when we've seen it. You know what I mean? So we got, and even amongst each other, like we give reverence in the spirit, not of just lip service.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, if there's an order goes out, you gotta listen, because if you don't, hey, something could happen to you, man. Like there's times in the past where one of the elders had to make a emergency video and say, hey, it's the Sabbath, so that saved us from, maybe not saying the law delivers you, but we're trying to rehearse these acts.
Exactly.
And that's also being in order for who the Lord set up on earth right now as shepherds guiding who? Us, i.e. the sheep.
That's right.
Because you could not listen and something could happen to you. You know? Keep going.
And it reads, it says, partakers of the heavenly calling, consider the apostle and high priest of our profession, Yahushua Mashiach.
Right, and that priest is what? Our shepherd. And he's also the finisher of our faith. 12, Hebrews 12 and 2. But within that, you have to acknowledge you yourself are a sheep. And look, now going back, because if you want to read Psalms 103 now? I got it right here.
Okay.
If you want. But I want to show you now in comparison to us being the sheep, okay? Oh, that's another thing. Don't they micro-C-hip animals?
Yeah.
So you can't let that nigga tag your ear, man.
Yeah.
I used to remember going to the fair, it'd be all cold, and the sheep were just like snot, and you know what I mean, they're bleeding. And I remember that being little, bro. Going to the state fair and going to the, if you brothers have any state fairs in your area, you know what I mean. But you always going where the animals at.
Yeah.
They always got that tag. They're all crammed up, and it's kind of unseemly. Like, damn. And that's how Esau even got us. Crammed up like a fucking chicken coop. You got that precept, brother?
Yep. This is Psalms 100 and verse 3. It says, know ye that the Lord, he is the most high. It is he that hath made us, and not we ourselves. And that's one thing too. People, they miss the mark when they think that, you know, there's no higher power. They think it's just this realm, you're just flesh, you're not a spirit. There's a higher power. And like you said, if you don't take heed, you can be taken out like that. That's why it's important to fear the Lord.
Even people that believe in there's God, if you will, they believe that like he's just stuck up there,
right? And
like we're just down here fending.
Like, come on, bro. Come on, man.
Like that's what that free will demon is. And
it says, and not we ourselves. That proves it's no free will. We couldn't make ourselves. We couldn't choose to be born. And it says
that's why we pray for the Holy Spirit, because we don't want the Lord to not inspire us to teach or do the work. Like what? That's scary.
It's scary. Man. And it says we are his people and the sheep of his pasture.
Boom. See? So we're the Lord's sheep. But right now, this cunning hunter, he's set up to hunt the Lord's sheep and tag them. Yeah. And bring them to his culling, his farmland, you know? So now going back, check this out. Literal sheep naturally drift away from the flock. Now look at this. Isaiah 53 and 6, all we like sheep have gone astray.
Oh, wow. See? Yeah.
Look at this one, brother. Easily distracted while grazing.
Oh, shit.
So Jake, they chilling. Yeah. Bro, Jake will be in a car for an hour arguing about shoes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
They get, really, if you want, you can get Mark 4 and 13.
Oh, perfect.
Satan cometh immediately. Yep. So a lot of times, like right now, you could have a brother or sister watching, but they could be getting distracted because it's notification, some kind of folly, a male, a female, whatever the case may be, but you get easily distracted. That's why he gave you reels now. Yeah. Those reels, that's actually witchcraft of psychology, because it basically gives you no closure. That's why I'm going to say something in the spirit. He gives a lot of part ones because there ain't a part two. So he's doing that to make you look for it. Now he made you go watch it. It's an actual thing that Esau does. It's like a psychological thing. So he's constantly attacking this.
Seriously.
And a lot of our people are constantly messed up here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why I like the movie Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, because it shows the mental build-up of his breakdown or breakthrough as the character he is, but they showed it processing up here.
Yeah, yep.
So I was like, that's like artwork. You know what I mean? Like when you see a production put something together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The genre is usually called a psychological thriller.
Oh.
So it's like it shows you, the mental aspect of this character. That's why, like you said, with Jake, it says Esau is right now. It's psychological warfare, spiritual warfare, chemical warfare, biological warfare. So
this spiritual. Did you say spiritual?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, spiritual. Because he's a witch.
Yep, he's a fucking serpent. That's the devil the Bible speaks of.
Yep.
And that's why Yahushua is so important, because John 8:32, he said, now you are the truth that made you free, referring to himself, but in the context, he's talking to these wicked scribes and Pharisees, right?
And to the believers that were there.
Right, the wise.
And he was saying that in front of them.
Thank you.
Like when Forrest Gump told Jenny, maybe you should go back home to Greenbow, Alabama.
Yeah.
But he was saying that because of the niggas she was with.
Yep.
See, so it's like Yahushua was saying that to the Israelites in front of these niggas.
Exactly.
These abusers of the sheep.
That's right.
You know?
Real quick, this is
And I wanted to make a point. You mentioned that John.
Mm-hmm.
When you said that, you know what it made me think of? That's why Yahushua said, if you're in my Father's hand,
there you go.
Can't nobody pluck you out.
I gotta get that real quick.
Yeah.
That's John
10 is
10
it?
and like
32?
10, around that. John 10 like 30 to like 20 something. Let me see it real quick.
But I'll keep going on this while you get that.
Okay, yep.
John 10 and 29.
29, okay. This is the book of John 10 and verse 29, and it reads, it says, my Father, right, which gave them me, is greater than all.
Yes, sir.
And no man, and that proves that Yahushua and Yahweh was two separate entities, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that bullshit Trinity doctrine, that's false. And it says, and no man
the only Trinity that I believe in is from the Matrix.
Right, exactly. All right, he's gonna say that, right? Exactly.
Trinity, help.
Right.
That's a good movie.
And it says, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand.
So why are we afraid of man?
Right.
You can't be afraid of man. It said, be not afraid of what man can do to you. So what the Lord is doing to us right now is building us up to be that hiding place.
That's right.
Because we're going to be hidden in the tower of the Lord.
Right.
Standing there, remember like Django did in the blue?
Yeah.
He was standing, that was the shift of that character.
Yeah.
Like, cause like how they do in movies, they'll build it up without reading it to you. It's like you see the build up. So that was the beginning of him declaring freedom over Edom.
Yeah, bro.
You know? So like it says Wisdom of Solomon 5, the righteous man shall stand in great boldness.
That's
and
right.
guess what? That video I sent you, there was some like mob in India, and all these men was wilding in the street, and there was one man standing there and two women standing behind him.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah. And come on, she didn't know that man. Come on, man.
She knew him that night.
Exactly. Come on, but it just shows, watch. Adversity shows a person's character.
That's
either they're phony or if they're sincere.
Yep.
But adversity is going to show the true nature of you women.
And judgment shows your roles.
Yeah.
And you know what proves that? You have a couple in the house. She's really lording over him, and then all of a sudden one night that typical movie glass break. What? Larry, get up.
Yep.
What? Someone's downstairs.
Yep.
Wait a minute. So the whole time you've been Mrs. fucking Pants Man.
Yep.
You pick the fridge. You pick the colors. But now when judgment comes, now Larry gotta get up.
Come on, why I gotta get up?
So what's being established is the natural role of the creature is getting ready to take place, and it's starting with the heads.
That's right.
You know.
That's why ultimately, pride is what is masking these people's roles.
Yep.
You know, pride. So once that pride, is out the picture, what are you? You know.
Yeah, because humility will save you.
Oh yeah.
You got it though.
Yep. Mark 4. We did that right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, for the grazing?
Yeah.
But did you finish John?
Yeah, John 10 and 29.
You did that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so now back to this.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll read it again. It says, literal sheep easily distracted while grazing. Look, we got distracted. Jeremiah 50 and 6, my people has been lost sheep. Yeah. So now that's a precept to who Yahweh Shai came for.
Right. Seriously. Because no other nation on this planet, aside from us, they're not known as a color.
Yeah.
You know, of course Esau, but that's the covering cast, right?
Yeah.
You know, the wine. So aside from that, what other nations call themselves brown and black? Come on, man. That proves that's us. That's lost sheep. Jake don't know if they're coming or going. Yeah. Jake don't know if they want to be Muslim today or Christian tomorrow. Yeah. See? That's why Yahweh Shai is so important. This is Mark 4 and 13, and it says, and he said unto them, know ye not this parable? And this is red letter. And how then will ye know all parables? The sower sowed the word, and these are they by the wayside where the word is sown, by when they have heard. Satan cometh immediately. So
Satan be in the midst.
Mm-hmm.
And I said something in the spirit the other day, and it's true. I said Satan's at the finish line.
Mm.
So every time the Lord got something for you, Satan's right there too, though.
Yeah.
Right at that door. They'll show you in pictures like this guy is digging underground and he gives up right before that thin line and there's freedom. Or it's always that last second. You know, that's why I said the righteous shall scarcely be saved.
Mm-hmm.
So he's there until the last second, man.
Yes.
But you got to be mindful of that. Look, wasn't Satan there as soon as Charlie got the ticket?
That spirit, I was literally just thinking.
You got it.
Yeah, he came out the cut. It came out of nowhere. Charlie was running home, and mind you, this was the last ticket. Because remember, if you watched the movie, every kid that got the ticket, he would go to him and whisper in the air.
Yeah.
But when he got the Charlie, he said, "Hell no!"
He kind of backpedaled.
Yeah, because he didn't whisper in Charlie's ear.
No.
You know, he went home. Because the dude, before he ran into what's the Slugsworth?
Yeah.
The old man, he said, "Run, Charlie, run home and never look back."
Right.
You know.
Hey, Shalom. Yahweh Shemel Shai Shem to the brothers and fusions and sisters. Keep fighting.
That's right.
Just keep fighting. Mm-hmm. Whatever the Lord got you dealing with, it's not to destroy you.
Mm-hmm.
And even Job said, though he slay me. So you got to be mindful, man. Just be mindful. The Lord got us.
That's right.
And we're going through common things. If where you're living, they tell you got to leave in 30 days, the Lord will provide in 30 days or less.
Yep.
You got to believe. You just got to have faith. You just got to, but the point is, what's pressed on my spirit is to express to you the fact that you're gonna though. Yeah. You're gonna go through that. Of course, we pray not to deal with things. Nobody wants to, you know, but even King David said, you know, search me, try my loins.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but even within that, you have to be spiritually soberly minded to remember in the midst of being on fire that there is no fire.
Right.
That's where it hit me.
Yeah, that's heavy.
That's where it hit you. You gotta actually what did it take Neo to dodge a bullet? He had to get shot.
Right.
Then he knew how to dodge it. Well, because when he first did the leap of faith, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But he attempted it.
Yeah.
Apostle Peter actually stood on water.
Yeah.
Like, let's address that. It's like that movie, The Belko Experiment.
Yeah.
Where he was like, I'm creating a superhero called Flyman.
Yep.
And he got mad because no one was impressed in the fact that he can fly.
Yeah, they scoffed at him. Then he said, "What do you mean?" He said he's a man that can fly.
Thank you. So it's like Apostle Peter. He stood on water.
Water, bro.
He stood on water.
Water.
But he had to go out there. So it's the fact that we're doing it. We're putting our foot forward. That's all you got to do. You just got to put your foot forward.
Man.
Let the Lord take care of the rest. That's all He's saying to us in the Spirit. You know, it's like you can see why you get frustrated because it's like you caring for someone so much to where you get mad if they don't call you when they needed help.
Yeah.
Like why didn't you call me?
Yeah. But how much more the Lord?
Exactly.
Because Hebrews 11:6 it says
what is it? What is it?
Hebrews 11:6.
All right.
Hebrews 11:6.
Yeah. Yep. No, you got it.
I don't want to butcher it.
This is Hebrews 11:6. it says, but without faith,
There you go.
it is impossible. But this is the thing, though. There's levels within faith.
Yeah.
There's identification markers, and you have to check off those items on that list. Okay, you have faith that you're an Israelite. Okay, you have faith that that's the name of the Lord. You know, okay, you have faith that there's salvation. But next is, do you have faith that the name of the Lord is going to save you? Do you have faith that you're going to receive salvation?
Right.
See? Because, like, I'll teach you with the flip side. Satan, he was trying to basically, he'll use a tactic like blinding you about if you are of the elect or if you're going to be delivered. And I flipped it on him. In the spirit, I said, but either way, Yahweh Shai's coming back. Either way, there's an elect. Either way, there's still the kingdom.
Either way, bro.
See? So those are the things that you got to be mindful of, and especially right now.
Yeah. Because with Satan, he like to isolate. He like to isolate your mind on it. There's one thing.
And you know the answer.
Yeah.
But he'll try to make you forget.
Yeah.
See, it's high level, man. That's why you got to continue, you know, to stay within this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I get mad when I don't read enough.
Mm-hmm.
Then I get even more mad because you got Babylon in the way. You know, you got shit you got to deal with. I got to register this. I got to move there. I got to apply for this. I got to buy that. And you get mad because it's like you want to just sit down and read and study, or you know, then you scrape it and just hear the precept of the day.
Yeah. Well,
try to watch the videos.
See? What did the Lord tell Moses
Exactly.
to tell Pharaoh? He said, let my people go that they may serve me.
Right.
So are we in Egypt all over again?
Hell yeah.
So Yahweh Shai asked her to when she will return, but we don't know when. But he is going to return
Soon.
to deliver us very soon.
He's returning
So
soon.
we can serve the Lord. How we supposed to serve Him?
Yep.
You know, and in our full strength, our fullness, in the dew of our youth.
I like that.
You know,
Our fullness. Which reminds me when it's King David said, I think it's Psalms 23, my cup runneth over.
Yeah.
That's more than full.
Come on,
That's
man.
more than full. A little more.
Man.
Hebrews 11:6, but without faith, it is impossible. That's impossible to please Him.
Yep.
See, it's impossible. Keisha,
Come on.
you gotta do, you cannot attempt to do the impossible when it comes to Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking to myself first, but that's what you have people doing. They think what they have is what they need to serve the Lord, not knowing what they have. It's impossible.
Yes.
That's why Yahweh Shai said it's blasphemy for you to say that you're an Israelite.
Yeah.
That's them right there. It's impossible for you to be claiming that, man.
Man.
It says, but without faith it is impossible to please Him, for he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that He is,
Mm-hmm.
and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him.
That's right.
So this is a reward system, and we have to expect a reward. Oh, it's NLT. It says anyone who wants to. That's where Esau steps in. It's an anyone. I am one. Right? That's how they. All right, relax, Jim.
Yeah.
Relax.
It's Romans 10:13, right?
Yeah. What?
The precept you reading? Right
No, I'm still in Hebrews 11:6.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying NLT.
Oh, NLT. Oh,
yeah.
my bad.
But right, like that
Okay.
too.
But see,
It's
but,
common to man.
right, but that precept links up with Acts 2:21. When it says, ye men of Israel,
Right.
hear these words.
Context.
Exactly. Context.
This is in the book of Hebrews, people. So that right there cuts out anyone.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to tell him he's Hebrew. Maybe we will. But for argument's sake, I don't have to give you all the. Just like when you're in a real fight, your enemy's not going to give you all the moves.
No.
Even if he knows your weakness, he's not going to tell you. You know you could kill me with that left, huh?
Right.
He's not going to tell you that.
Mm-mm.
It says anyone who wants to come to Him must believe that the Most High exists and that He rewards those who sincerely seek Him. So the Lord
Sincerely.
reward. Yeah. And come on, like everybody knows, like you got children, you love giving your children things.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you feel good. You know, that's why about being a charitable giver, like not out of strength, like, Here, man.
That's right.
No, like actually, like here, man, I got this. And you know, it's one thing I found out. A lot of times, things I'll like give a brother, I give this brother, he'll take it because you know I'll buy in twos.
Mm-hmm.
Like shit, if I'm getting one here, bro, you know I got you one. But then there'll be times where certain things you may give a brother, he'll take it, but then months later yours will break and now he gives you his.
Yep.
And you're like, oh shit, that was perfect.
Yep.
You know, but that's what this is about. This is a spiritual reunion, but it's all of us as sheep, all right, following the Lord.
That's right.
You got some? Because I got a little more.
No, not yet. I'm still holding Mark 4 and everything.
Okay. So now look at, well, you can go back to it. Watch. Another sheep, because since the Spirit got us on sheep right now, it says some sheep can become lost without realizing it.
Oh, shit. Damn.
And you know what I got to say?
Yeah.
The first thing which they know, that's like a female. And you know what always happens? That you didn't realize this nigga at your job has been fucking running game on you for 3 months.
Just getting your pants.
Just to nutting you? You fucking idiot. Excuse me for being so realistically in my verbiage. But this is the epitome of Babylon, man. Where it's like at all times you're under attack.
Yeah.
Or your house is under attack. Or who's in your house is under attack. And then you gotta, as a sheep, be the shepherd within that house. And you got some stiff-necked sheep like, motherfucker, I'm going to the shepherd. Like, you better get your shit together.
Really?
I'm just saying that in general. I'm speaking in a general manner. That's why Yahweh Shai said, remember Lot's wife.
That's right.
Because as much as we can say the weaker vessel this, we also have to address the fact that those same characteristics can cause rifts, issues, and problems moving forward. So how can two walk together if we ain't agreed?
Yep.
We're entering a very narrow passage here, okay? We're in a time where, hey, you gotta get skinny, you know, where it's gonna get real. Shit. Look at this. This says Israel as sheep. They drifted into idolatry and forgot the covenant, which became what? Gentiles. So the mere fact of you using the angle of a sheep as an answer to the aspect of the question of being a Gentile, it's right there.
Right.
Okay, look at sheeps. Do sheeps wander off? Why is Israel called a sheep? Because they were wandered off. But now we're in a time where prophecy says we don't got to be wandered off anymore. Because you're going to wander off and get microchipped, man. You're going to get wandered off and be destroyed. That's why I said flee ye the tents of these wicked men.
Yep.
You got sheep wandering off following a fucking carnal brigade of men with swords and knives dressed in all black called the ISPK. What's up with all these camps doing public marchings and showcasing their numbers, what they represent, and who they are in a militaristic fashion?
Yeah, bro.
You don't find that suspicious? And now he got sheep out there. You know what I mean? He's imagining his fucking sheep with a beret on. You don't know what you're doing.
A lot of, it's like
you got it.
A lot of agent Masonic activity.
Hell yeah! Right now.
I got a couple more.
All right.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm riding on this one. You got it.
Now speaking about sheep, this is 1 Corinthians 1 Corinthians 12 and 1 to verse 2. Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I will not have you ignorant. Ye know that ye were Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols.
And those idols are being still worshipped amongst the Israelite world.
Yeah.
Like the star, the so-called Star of David. That's an idol. That's actually a witchcraft.
Yeah.
There's certain terms for it. And you'll know Jake be in that vibration because they all act weird. They be all mellow. A nigga into shapes and colors is mellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like this nigga's always grounding.
Yep.
Like that's cool, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's a little too calm.
Yeah, you too spiritual, bro.
Too spiritual.
Yeah.
He squinches his forehead together and say, "Look, there's a mark."
Oh my goodness.
You got to be careful, man. There's
I'm sorry. Even with now, he said they worship that. And the fringes too. They worship. They idolize that.
Well, didn't Jake idolize a garment before?
Yeah.
Ephod.
I got it right here.
Oh wow.
This is Judges 8:27.
What?
And Gideon made an ephod thereof, and put it in his city, even in Oprah, and all Israel went thither a whoring after it, which thing became a snare unto Gideon and to his house.
That's modern day fringes.
Right here, this is the ChatGPT. It says, this shows Gideon made a golden ephod from the spoil. Israel began to treat it like an idol. It became a spiritual snare.
See? Because, like, meaning without it, we lose. Without it, we die.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to flee from that idol worship.
Mm-hmm. I think the kind of you're referencing is when the Lord told that Judah not to take the what's it, like the Philistine, take the garment, and just leave it, but he took it. Achan, that's his name. It was Achan, and remember he got him in his house. It was like stoned.
Yeah.
Then he got burned.
We started losing first though.
Oh, okay.
That's where it got identified.
Got you.
Like, why are we losing? And then it came to find out because he had it hidden.
This nigga took it. Come on, bro.
But you got Jake in that same spirit today.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But going back to Jake being sheep.
Yep.
You know, because the scriptures say that man is vain by nature. You know, so without us not having the new covenant with our inward parts, we're gonna just wander off. Naturally. But that's why you're right. Be side children. But that's why how it's so important to direct us in the right path.
Yep.
You know. That was it right there.
All right. And you were still in Mark?
Yeah.
All right, so back in this, it says, oh, look. It says, sheep have poor directional instinct.
Oh, see? Come on, man.
Bro, this how Jake women be. Huh? What you doing here, girl? Huh? See? But that could be a life-saving, huh?
Yeah.
In the times to come. Because that, happened with us. Because the Lord allows to see the camp and go, huh?
Yeah.
What's this? So we got bagged. And that's a blessing. We got pulled into this. That's a blessing. It was like we were the sheep allowed on Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
In a spiritual sense. Because, a nigga could take that and now, you know what I'm saying? See? B?
Come on.
All right. Oh, look. It says spiritual parallel. It says Israel often did not realize how far they had spiritually strayed.
Oh,
so you could be in another camp.
Mm-hmm.
You could be in the wrong places, and you don't realize how far you've gone with it.
Yeah.
And it says sheep don't rebel aggressively; they drift.
Oh wow.
It says Israel often fell not from open hatred of the Most High, but gradual compromise.
Wow.
So like now, he could slowly be trying to take you out.
Yeah.
That's why it's a constant fight. This is why you got to take it on a day to day basis.
Wow.
Because if you don't, that's where he's gonna bring in doubt because of your unknowing for the days to come outside of prophecy. Say.
Yeah.
That don't let overthinking about a bad day ruin a good day.
That's right.
And I'm speaking to myself first because I'm not trying to think about mortal thoughts, or BS of this world. But that's why there's those scriptures there to constantly really allow us to fight Satan as he throws them at you.
That's right.
It's like Satan's a pitcher, and you know what I mean. And the Lord is just swinging for us because we're not trying to be on that. But those are the temptations that come with you while walking towards the Lord. It's the Lord's when He literally set it up this way.
Yeah.
It's like a rite of passage when during like you get a new belt in certain dojos, you're walking. Like that Batista one, and they're just hitting them.
Yep.
I don't know what it's called, but it's like that. You're walking, and you just getting hit. You know what I'm saying?
It says he had the power of evil, make himself to pray.
A prey. Yep.
So when you comes to truth and you're open, right? You're spiritually aware. Say is that spiritual battle is going to increase. But that's what the Lord is for. So.
But that right there, Sirach. When you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yep, we got that right here.
That's what we literally started with. So that was the full circle to go back to that. Back in Mark. Yep. Keep going on that.
Back in Mark 4.
And then that allows back to Sirach 2.
Got you. Mark 4:15. And these are they by the wayside where the word is sown. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts.
And Satan could have did that in many ways. He could have had you with a woman at the time, and then he could have tried to use her to get her pregnant, and now all of a sudden Junior, and now she's just she's just the greatest BM.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? For that time
Yep.
to get you. And then all of a sudden her countenance changed.
Yep.
Like out in Pharaoh. You know, like their countenance. You'll see people's count. Bro, I've literally watched the Lord have people in my life for a season. Like bulletproof.
Yeah.
And then gone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you find a good chicken spot, then it's gone. But the Lord be doing that. Right, bro? Like the Lord really be like, he'll literally close down something to make us go a different way. He'll do something dramatically to put you where he wants you. So watch, read that again.
Oh, you want a new car, transmission gone. Boom. Like that.
Now you walking.
Verse Mark 4:16. And these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who when they have heard the word, who when they have heard the word, immediately received it with gladness.
Right, like imagine you taking a plant, but it's like a stony ground, you know, rocks, a little bit of dirt, and you just kind of move the rocks and dirt. You put this plant there, but it wasn't dug enough, so that now it can't be rooted in that ground. Right. So what's going to happen in a minor rain, flood, somebody running by, something simple, that takes them out. Boom. That's why you'll hear certain reasons, videos. It's not just drama you're watching. You're actually watching Yahweh Shai tell us how certain Israelites would fall away. Yeah. He literally is telling us right here. Watch, keep going.
And it reads, verse 17, and have no root in themselves.
See, they're not rooted, but you just got a lot of Israelites around right now because they haven't felt the storm yet.
That's right.
So,
adversity.
That's it. So you got to look around. Not everybody's, as they would say, battle tested. Not everybody's spiritually battle tested. Even when you look like couples, y'all only together because y'all niggas just have the greatest time drinking every night.
Right.
Y'all just drinking partners. Now let me be together sober, or where one of you's pulled over, or there's a problem. Now you like, I'm gonna get you, bitch. Remember, like you know what I'm saying? But these are real life scenarios that we also can mirror with the truth. Because these are things happen. Yep. The Bible is literally a teller of question, a teller of answers before you even knew that was a question. Yeah. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know how to deal with that. Yeah. You know, and it's like, dang, why is it telling me Marvel not? Oh, dang. Right. So this truth is truly the insight of what it means to be created and to have a spiritual connection to your maker, man. That's right. Keep going.
Quick one?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nah.
Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Because if we don't have this mindset, the way this reality of this bubble of Babylon is, we would die. So because this place doesn't give you forever. In a sense of peace. He'll tell you that you can live forever as long as you're a fucking fry cook at Burger King. Yep. That's where he'll give you forever in hell. And that's all Babylon is. You know, look, you get a little fucking cruise, then you kind of come back. You know what I mean? Like this place is really created to break the creature. Yeah. And he uses the natural gifts that we're allowed to have. Women, children, land, but why is that all a burden now? Yeah. Why is that a burden?
It's weaponized against you. You know, even your right to, like you say, have children. That's weaponized. Your seed is under attack. Your mind is under attack. Nobody wants you to just. People here want you to be the average nigga. They don't want you to be woke. That's why it says when we read it last night. What's that? Judith 5:17. These heathens, they know that when we're at a low point, we know when the Lord's not dealing with us, they know they can do anything with us. Yeah. But now that we woke up and now we are standing upon our feet, now fear has fallen upon you. That's why when the Lord put us in our rightful position, the world's gonna be quiet again under righteousness. Yeah. You know,
because everything's out of order right now.
That's right.
And that's when they know it's over. Because these people are so drunk that they don't want to see us as the authority. Because out of everybody, we naturally have been given a mindset to do good with authority.
Yeah.
That's why Esau be setting up wicked jakes.
Yep.
Like I heard Frank Lucas was an agent.
I heard about that too.
See?
Yep, I heard
Which I'm
too.
not surprised.
Yeah.
But the point is, he gives certain jakes authority because they're not fit leaders.
Yeah.
But then actual jakes, like they can actually govern themselves and do this. You know, that's why he'll take them out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like even the ones that got picked, like MLK, he started realizing towards the end, I think.
Yeah.
But he was, was turned out because he's a Jake, though. You know what I mean? Like, so you had certain so-called leaders that wanted to be for the Lord's people, but they're not the savior.
Yep.
But look what Esau does when they do arise.
They'll compromise.
Right. Well, or they'll assassinate them.
Yep.
Because it says no man shall save you. So we understand that. But why does Esau go to this level of extreme when what appears to be a savior steps up?
Right. Exactly.
Found out Geronimo's
That's the spirit I was just speaking about.
Oh, that's the Holy Spirit then.
Right. Please go ahead. Please.
So with Geronimo, if I'm not mistaken, Esau basically caught wind that Geronimo was exhorting to Gad that a savior was coming.
Yeah.
Now there's a fire truck outside.
There's shit out there. Yeah.
So that's crazy. I didn't even know.
I heard it. Yeah.
There's a fire truck out there. But anyways, so Esau caught wind that Geronimo was basically exhorting Gad to that a savior will come from the ground. And then when Esau caught wind of that, he went to the reservation he was at to basically like see what was up or maybe take him in for questioning. And one thing led to another, and someone let a gunshot off, and that's how I believe they murdered Geronimo on so-called Christmas.
Yep.
Or like when you look at like Nat Turner, why they cut his body up to that manner? Why did they eat it? So notice how Esau reacts to anyone standing up for us as a savior.
That's right.
So that's why these camps are infiltrated, because J. Edgar Hoover said if there'll ever be a black messiah, it'll be through us.
Yep.
So I don't know why IUIC keeps calling out a black messiah. You know?
Yeah, bro.
Who we got?
This is
Jake, we gotta look out the window.
back in Romans 15:4. Then I have Mark as well.
Okay.
It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime are written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures.
So right there though, we gotta isolate. It said patience.
Yep.
So that means you're gonna be put in places where the only option you have in this moment is to apply patience. And you'll be broken till you get it.
Yeah.
The Lord will keep doing that to you. Keep putting you through it until you finally like, all right, I gotta apply patience, man. You know?
That's right.
You got it.
And it reads, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
And you know when you feel comfort? When you're going through something and you read that one precept that answers your spiritual prayers.
Yeah.
You be like,
yeah.
I needed that.
Yeah.
So I'll take that spiritual phrase over a physical one any day.
Yeah.
Because it's like the things we go through, imagine just be reminded about the law. Like, bruh, like you just made me feel worse.
It's a burden. You know, that's why, us in this captivity, that's why Yahushua is so important. Because without Yahushua, we'll be through. So the carnal law, that won't do us no good. Yeah. In this predicament, obviously, because the law is perfect, is wisdom, right? But in the fullness of our, when we're in our true state in the kingdom, of course, we're going to be in the emerald parts. But right now, we need the Lord, man. We need divine intervention.
Yeah.
So going back to Mark 4 and 16, and these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with gladness, and have no root in themselves.
Yeah, because the gladness is you on Facebook now with a head wrap, you playing wife, him playing husband. It's somehow now his name has Eli in it. Now you got Abba everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's like it's nice, but it's like y'all not spiritually changing though.
Right.
The spiritual baptism, and that it's where you find it with while having faith through adversity.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Yep. And it reads, Mark 4:17, and so and have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time afterward, when affliction or persecution arises.
Jacob trouble.
Yep.
When that arises, what kind of Israelite you gonna be?
That's right. That's why, these shepherds in these other Israelite camps, these leaders that are just, teaching Jake about the sweet of the scriptures and not the bitter, then when this day arises, what you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
But they're not preaching or prophesying about the name of the Lord, about the elect, about Jacob's trouble. What are you gonna do? Right? Then you're gonna realize the fruit that you've been eating up, wasn't good fruit, right?
Nope.
And it says,
They just giving you nothing but carbs.
that's it, bro. That's it.
Just getting you all fat.
That's fire. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Look at that. And it says, when affliction or persecution arises, for the word's sake, immediately they are offended, right? So somebody can be listening to the word, they can be like, man, you got the kingdom, this and that. But as soon as they hear white people go into slavery, they say, what do you mean they go into slavery? Esau, right? When they heard that, now it's an issue, right? Or something else. Now you're offended. You wasn't one of the Lord little ones.
Nope.
That's why it says you being fishers of men, receiving both good and bad.
Or being a respecter of persons.
Yep.
And because something was said about a woman.
Right.
That's a respecter of persons.
Yeah.
When you isolate, she a female. Now we know there's roles.
Yeah.
But when your spirit, just because she's that, because you don't have, just because I'm an Israelite man, I get this.
Right.
We're still restricted amongst y'all.
Come on, man.
But it's like they get the freedom. You know what I mean? It's I'm telling you, Jake has been in Babylon way too long, man. But the Lord is what He's doing. He's sifting because there's the elect out there, man. Okay, so the Lord is sifting right now, and the elect ain't in that spirit, or if they are, they're being worked. That spirit's being worked out of them.
That's right.
And
it reads, verse 18, and these are they which are sown among thorns, which as hear the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches. You gotta go ahead,
bro. That's like that common people, bro. I gotta
watch that.
Yo, I have to bring that up again. I'm so glad that I just got reminded. So going back, the cares of this world, I get it. You just living a simple life. Lord may gave you a help me, but then in the movie, because apply this to a Jake, apply this to a nice young Israelite couple. Not that we wishing anything on you, but there's too many citizens that are not listening to prophecy.
Yep.
So going back in the show, I think I already went into it, but his wife caught the thing, but he was like mad stressed, so he literally caved in to give her the MOTB so that they could care for each other and still just live in the world. That's why she took it.
Damn.
Yo, bro, that show is so fire. It gives you a realistic angle of why someone would take the mark of the beast.
And that's in the series Black Mirror, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's season 7, episode 1.
Oh, perfect.
The first episode, when it came back out, was called Common People.
Perfect.
Nothing common to man.
What does the scriptures say? 1 Corinthians 7. It says, he that care for the world, let me get it real quick, bro. Because that's what it sounds like to me.
Care how he please his wife.
Thank you. That's what it is. Yeah, he that cared the world, how he pleases his wife.
Yep.
And
that can only go so far while we're here in captivity. Meaning there has to be a balance because, like, I'll give you an example. You could be listening, what's that fucking, like, Jake woman, they listen to that Neo song, every night doing you right. That song. But I jokingly mentioned while I heard that song playing. I jokingly said, but not once did he say he be serving the Lord though.
Right.
So it's like you got people that want devotion to them from you, but they're not ready to see you devoted to Yahweh Shem Shai.
Right.
You got to be very mindful of that right now, brothers. Our devotion going back because we are betrothed.
Right.
We're taken.
That's right.
Because our all, it was pierced through Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Remember it said with the all through the ear? That Yahweh Shai solidified our servitude forever, man.
Right.
So we're a servant first to the Lord.
That's right, bro. That's right. Come on, man.
You got it.
Mark 4 and 9. Come on, look at this picture.
Right.
This is a good what's the word? This is a good
a description,
description.
visual
Good
representation.
representation of serving Yahweh Shema Shai.
This
Look, it's all men.
This
like
is
men.
Nehemiah 8.
Yeah, yep, they can't.
This look like the Las Vegas camp. This like the Chicago camp.
Right. That's right.
It's the brothers.
Yep. Mark 4 and verse 19.
Which is our true family, by the way.
That's right.
A lot of your family members are going to take the mark.
Yeah.
A lot of Jake, they be big on, which is cool, we get it, but I see why the elders spoke about our immediate family.
That's right.
You know, because Yahushua said, who is my mother? Who is my brother? Who is my sister?
Mm-hmm.
You got Jake right now. That's my family. Man, Hector get a pass. You know what I'm saying?
Because he got the same last name as you?
Right.
Fuck that, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. It's 144,000, of course, to 1/3 for a reason. Come on. It said, oh, Yahushua said, who is my mother? He said, he said, this is my brother. This is my sister.
Yep.
Talking about the brotherhood, man.
That's
the
why,
brothers.
That's why we say Akim and Aqua.
That's right.
Akim, actually brothers.
That's right.
Like brothers will come from another state. You know, obviously we go through an order. And brothers come here, and it's like passing through. They have somewhere to stay.
That's right.
You know, brothers. You know, you have like the elder Ariala was mentioning. You know, he's not afraid if he leaves his wallet at a brother's house.
Right.
You know.
Right.
We you know, you do things like that for one another.
Right.
Because we are a body that have the same connected spiritual nerve of fear.
That's right.
So we all have a standard we live by, because we know the Lord is watching all of us. But what's happening is there's a constant rebuke to other portions of Israelites that are acting like the Lord isn't watching them.
That's madness, bro.
Sit your diabetic proud ass down.
Madness.
Damn, Jay.
Their sheep, simple.
Yep, I see it out there right here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's why we brought this out right
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Yeah.
Look, Numbers 27 and 17. But it says that the congregation be not as sheep which have no shepherd.
See?
So what's happening is we're watching sheep without a shepherd. Then they're just claiming, it's like when Jake get mad at other Jake's false flagging, as they call it.
Yeah.
Like who brought you home?
Yeah.
Shit. So you got a lot of Jake.
Oh,
maybe
God.
that resonates with some of y'all.
Yeah.
But you got some Jakes out there that like they treat this like a gang, and it's just like Sakari, nigga. But then now look at it.
No more.
No shepherd.
Yep.
Or the shepherd that was once has now at least he once was. Nigga,
Yeah.
now he's nothing. See? So you're seeing everything happen in real time. You know?
Mark 4 and verse 19. And the cares of this world. It didn't say the world, it said this world.
Yep.
And the deceitfulness of riches and the lusts of other things entering in choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful.
So then what's that mean? Meaning now your time is more occupied with some shit out here.
Yep.
I don't care about 2 for 2 on Tuesdays at Chili's.
Right. That's processed food anyway.
Thank
in
you.
these restaurants.
Thank you.
Come on, man.
But those could be situations that brothers have or are gonna or are dealing with. And the Lord is making a distinction right now. So you can't feel any form of servitude because you can't serve two masters.
Mm-hmm.
So we're entering a time right now where the Lord is allowing us to show who we serve, because we're entering a time where people who you didn't know who they were serving or they were trying to serve two masters is ultimately going to serve that one evil master, Edom, and that's going to be through taking the mark of the beast.
Yep.
So you're going through a trial period right now. You know what I mean? A purification of dedication or detachment and separation.
Yep.
That's what's happening, while still doing our due diligence in the midst.
Yep.
That's a beautiful thing. You know,
Right.
it's like it's like a woman looking at her man training for the strongest man competition.
Yep.
You know what he's doing or what he's got to do. So the woman's gonna be in the right spirit of happy that he's doing it, because what that means, she gets to come too.
That's right.
Just like we needed what Yahweh Shai had to do. We needed Yahweh. That's why he said, you don't cry. I need to go.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I watched this video of this Issacharite. You know how they do the reenactments?
Yeah.
So he ran up on stage and like hit the Jake that was playing the Centurion because he didn't want him to kill Jesus again, if you will.
Yeah.
But immediately my mind said that had to happen though.
You're right. Yeah.
That had to happen.
Yeah.
We needed that to happen for this to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, because after, once the Lord gave him the ghost, right? He went into this, the spiritual realm, right? Then he loosed the seals.
Loose the seals, bro.
Meaning the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, aka the Holy Spirit.
He said, I must be about my Father's business.
Come on.
So this
Exactly.
is we're in a continuing city. You got to look at this as literally like the pilgrimage is like us fleeing Egypt to the wilderness.
That's right.
We're on a pilgrim. We're on a journey. We're not in a time of waiting 69 years again. We already did that in literal Babylon. We're in a different time now, where you may have to up and go. Who was reading, me or you?
Me.
Okay.
Back in Mark 4 and verse 20. And these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it, and bring forth fruit. Some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100.
There you go. So that's what? That's who the Lord is dealing with. That's why he said, whatever you ask in my name, that the Father may give it to you, and that your fruit should remain.
That's right.
That's why if you're found in a Hebrew Israelite camp and they're not conveying Yahweh Shemel Shai to you, and even at that, Yahweh Shai to you, then that thing's gonna dry up.
It's a red flag.
It's gonna dry up. It's gonna literally dry up, man. Watch. We're in a time. We're in a time where you're gonna see guys wither away because the Lord is gonna show you I'm not dealing with them.
That's right.
Real
quick.
Yep.
I'm sorry, you got something?
No, I'm still in the sheep thing.
Okay.
But then we still got to go back to Sirach too.
Oh yeah.
Because for the true believers.
Yep. Real quick, because you talk about fruit and then divine. This is John 15, verse 1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away, and every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can ye, except ye abide in me. So ultimately, Yahweh Shai, he's the way, he's the answer. And guys out here thinking that they can, do things on their own and on their own operation on their own time. You deceiving yourself.
Literally.
The Lord, he's in control of everything, literally everything.
Literally.
And you think that he's not, then you're closed-minded, you're carnal, right? The Lord got to open your mind up. And it says, verse 5, I am the vine.
Let me read this real quick.
Please, yes.
It says, what does purge mean in John 15? It says the Greek word means to cleanse, to prune, to cut away what is unnecessary. So going back, there's times the Lord will cut away things that are unnecessary for you.
Yep.
Within the camp and without.
Yep.
But that's why Yahweh Shai said, blessed is he that's not offended in me.
Yeah.
Okay? Then it says, in agriculture, a vine is cut back. Dead or excessive growth is removed. The plant becomes stronger. It produces more fruit. And then it says, literal pruning equals spiritual refining. It says, if left untrimmed, it grows wild.
Wow. Yep.
Trials remove pride. So we have to have it cut because the situations we go through, that removes pride from us.
Right.
It humbles you. And it brings you to a level of an acceptable servant.
Yeah.
Because who wants a proud waiter?
No
a proud waitress.
Yeah. Proud woman.
Yeah. Nobody wants a proud woman. You want a woman that will acknowledge the fact that the wisdom that you said worked.
That's right.
Thanks, babe.
Yep.
But you got women that got demons on them when they see that. Because they want to focus on the problem and not be happy that here's the solution.
That's right.
We're being purged to be appreciative of the solution. Majority of people only focus on the problem.
Yep.
Shh. All all your energy is going into is the problem. What about the solution?
That's confusion.
That's complete confusion.
That's horrible.
There's no growth there.
Mm-mm. That's why
You just in the mirror. I'm fat.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, let's get a solution.
What you gonna do about the fact?
Let's go. Shit.
Come on, man.
What are you gonna say, bro?
Oh no, you said it.
It says, correction removes bad habits.
Oh yeah.
Discipline strengthens character. Affliction increases dependence on the Most High. So we have to go through things so that it brings you closer to Yahweh Shem Shai. And guess what? This mark of the beast, this destruction, that's going to bring you the closest you've ever been to Yahweh Shem Shai before being delivered up.
Man.
You know? And my spirit lately, I want to share with y'all, my spirit lately has been really pressed on, as they would say, guardian angels.
Yeah.
But the angels encamping around us. Can you get Psalm 34:7?
Yes.
That's been on my spirit heavy lately, like angels around us. Because you know what I was thinking? Why is it so easy for us to say, like I'll say, why is it so easy for people like, oh, there's a demon in here? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or like a bad thought, how much more to think a good thought? You know? Like people reverence Satan more than the Lord.
Yeah.
You know? When you think about those things and the natural reaction of people, and then you examine yourself and, you know what I mean? You got to. You know? But you got it, bro.
Yeah. I gotta look it up, but the opposite of being optimistic,
Pessimistic.
Yeah, pessimistic. Yeah, the water. And people they think that first. They think the negative first,
Yeah.
and not the positive side.
Right.
You know. But this is Isaiah 34 and verse 7. Psalm 34 and verse 7. It says, "The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him."
So look at this. It says optimism and pessimism, or optimism. Why you say that word?
Optimistic. Yeah.
It says explanatory styles that dictate how people perceive, interpret, and respond to events, impacting their mental health, motivation, and actions. Optimists or optimism. How the hell you say this again?
Optimism.
Yeah, optimism. Optimist. This is fucking English. Excuse my language. It says expect positive outcomes. So when you're optimistic, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Hope. It's hope.
Hope.
You got to be optimistic because Satan's going to be pessimistic.
So it's like when you're down. I'm sorry.
No.
It's like when you're down in a basketball game. You know, I like basketball.
Yeah.
So it's like you could be down, but the teammate next to you is like, man, we about to lose, about to do that. But you gotta be like, nah, man, why the game not over? You know, it's still time to come back and then you find out that you can win, and then you won.
Why is losing so easily believable instead of winning?
Right.
Like, damn.
Right. Come on.
It says optimism or optimist expects. Said expects.
See?
Expects positive outcomes, focusing on opportunities and reliance, while pessimists anticipate negative results, focusing on worst case scenarios and obstacles. And I'll admit, I've been a pessimist in times of trouble, meaning like shit. You know, like because you it's like your guard is up, but we're also learning no matter what though, the Lord's got us.
Yep.
Because you know you go into the world buying or investing, then it's like damn, you can have a thought of being a pessimist because you don't know if you can trust this person.
Right.
But that's where you gotta trust in the Lord. But also you can't be simple. You know what I'm saying? But there's a world of people that are majority pessimists. Is what we're saying because you got to battle those thoughts too.
Right, that doubt demon.
Yeah, you got to battle, but we're more optimist than pessimist.
Yeah.
You know, because at the same time, you could be a pessimist to a bitch, like to a woman.
Yeah.
Like the worst case scenario. You know, you do this with her and that, or you see what I'm saying. So you gotta. There's a balance with where you're perceiving it.
Yeah.
Of course, the outcome you want to be like, I hope this and this.
Yeah.
But there's also the that and that. You know, But you got to be an optimist in salvation, and the Lord guiding you and protecting you, and be an optimist in deliverance.
Yeah.
What you got?
This is the etymology for the meaning of the word hope. It says a confidence in the future, especially the Most High or Yahweh Shai as a basis for hope, expectation of something desired, trust, confidence, or wishful desire.
We're in that time now, man. You know, we're in a time where you got to believe the lights are going to stay on.
That's right.
You know, you got to believe that there's angels are going to protect you. You got to believe in these things now. You know what I mean? Like, because we're entering times where your level of belief is going to have to increase.
Yes.
It's like the Green Lantern ring.
Yeah.
Like, you got to think more than just a shield.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta think larger, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Man. Back in Psalms 34 and 7.
Yep.
The angel of the Lord encampeth around about them that fear him.
And why? Because sheep are vulnerable.
Yep.
Sheep are vulnerable. That's
Yep.
why they were used as ravening wolves. Sheep are vulnerable. And Israelite men are protectors by nature.
Yep.
But now we can't deal with a sheep that wants to be unprotected.
Right.
You know? Now, of course, you got the prodigal son. You know, even Yahweh Shai mentioned about that one sheep. But if you got sheep that want to wander off out of, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you gone too far.
Let them be filthy still.
Yep.
You know, it's like a you know, we all had that one flame member, you know, Jake, that one, you know, fiend in the family. You just can't get right. Either he keep going back to jail, he on drugs, can't get clean, but he don't want to get help. The family trying to help him, you're denying help. Okay, then go ahead then.
Yep.
Go see how, you know, how Babylon treats you. You know? So be filthy still.
Jeremiah 50:17, Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. First, the king of Assyria has devoured him. The last, this Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, has broken his bones.
Man.
So then Jake's going through that exact now.
Man.
You know?
This day.
And they're still lost. And he's gonna bring you, and Esau's gonna attempt to say you're found now through the microchip.
Yep.
He'll probably be playing that song, I was lost, and now, you know, that song.
I'm so glad you mentioned Esau and Jacob in the same sentence, bro. I got a quick precept for that.
Okay.
This is 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Right? Who was lost? Jake, right?
Yep.
And why are they lost? In whom the God of this world, who's the God of this world, Esau, for now, have blinded the minds of them which believe not. So Jake is lost to a certain degree, of course, through the Lord, through curses and prophecy, but because for face value, because of Esau. And now, like you said, he's going to say, are you lost? Now you're found through this seed hip.
Yep.
Now you have an identity on the grid.
Yep.
You see? But the whole time, the Lord had his men out here saying, don't take that to be in this grid, because now if you take that, you're going to be destroyed by fire.
Damn.
You see? Now you're going to be a burnt sheep.
Yep. So you're going to be sacrificed.
Yeah, see?
You'll be sacrificed.
Mm-hmm.
Following with the sacrifice that's going to happen in Basra. Because Basra is getting ready to go bye-bye.
That's right.
You know, that's what we're getting ready to witness. And there's going to be a lot of Jakes, which is a prophecy of the 2/3 that are going to be taken with him. But like using Mark as an example, there's going to be different ways of how that's going to happen to them.
Yeah.
You know, scenarios. That's why, like, going back, those shows are, they're actually delightful to watch because it's giving you realistic scenarios if life were to continue under the order with the mark of the beast.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right,
like,
yeah.
It's a dystopia, a futuristic dystopia in the not so near distant future.
Yeah.
And these are, like, the dude had the mark and he had to rewind and keep watching this woman commit adultery.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
Like, yo, there's some crazy. So you want to get the mark of the beast and still get adultery.
Exactly.
Like,
and just,
damn.
exactly, bro. You're exactly like when the C-19 came out. Esau was saying, if you have this, then you can enter into this building. the same building we've all been walking into for how many decades?
Exactly.
So you telling me I got to take this to keep doing what I was doing?
Yep.
That proves it's a bigger agenda.
Yep.
Come on, man.
And that was a very big psyop that went very well.
Mm-hmm.
That was a major psyop that a lot of people fell for.
Yep. Real quickly, I got a quick one. This is what's that? 2 Corinthians 2.
And you know why a majority of women took that vaccine? Because they didn't have a man.
Yep. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Let Satan.
And you know why a lot of Jakes took it?
Hmm.
Because they didn't have the Lord.
Yep.
Like there were Jakes amongst IUIC that took it. If Yahushua was with you, bro, you would have went and did that.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that jump shot, it was manufactured to destroy the pineal gland.
Yeah.
So that means people went through a personalities change.
Yep. Yep. They called it also the God gene.
Damn.
Remember he said, I don't want to say too much because,
Yeah.
but they said it messed up people's, NA. You know the other letter.
Damn.
But 2 Corinthians 2 is a prime example. Here's the perfect precept. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Let Satan should get an advantage of us, right? For we are not ignorant of his devices, also meaning his evil schemes, evil plans, And that's one thing too. That's why it says, your adversary, the devil seeketh about whom he may devour.
Yeah.
And he want to devour, starting off with who? Jake.
Yeah.
He'll
try to devour you in the room.
Oh my goodness.
You in the bed. As soon as you wake up, he's jumping on you.
Man.
Like a little kid, glad you're awake.
Man.
You be like, what the fuck? Some of the biggest battles will be as soon as I wake up. I'm trying to still get you check the time. I'm like, damn, like, he just stepping on you. You like, what the fuck?
See?
But that's why, but that's also us going through a purging, because what it's allowing is us to keep trusting in the name of the Lord.
That's right.
Because what's being created is that strong tower. So all these situations, it's like a brick just keeps getting built higher and higher.
Yep.
And then you see now the protection in this name you've been calling on this whole time.
That's right. Proverbs 18:10.
Yeah. What were we reading?
I was on Sirach 2.
Yeah, go back to that.
Yeah. This is Sirach 2 and verse 1. This is the GNT translation. It reads, my child, if you are going to serve the Lord, be prepared for times when you will be put to the test.
See, but fear not, my worm Jacob.
Yep.
You could be tested by a woman wanting you to commit adultery with her.
Yep.
You could be tested by someone wanting to see you on the Sabbath.
Yep.
You could be tempted by looking back.
Yep.
You could be tempted by being around too many Gentiles. So you got to be careful, because look, it says sheep feel safest in groups.
Yeah.
So you got to be. It also says it's good for a man to dwell alone.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to be that brother that always needs to be around your woman or your mother. You know what I mean? You gotta man up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take that head off that chest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be a man out here.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going. But women, y'all not supposed to be alone, because look, it says sheep panic alone. So the Israelite woman, she's everywhere. Because the Israelite man was basically set to center her.
Yep. Yep. That's why it's that divine order.
Yep.
And it reads, verse 2, be sincere and determined, keep calm when trouble comes.
But you'll have to go through more than one time of trouble to know to be calm in it.
Yeah.
Because you got people that can act calm, but what I notice is the Lord wants us to literally be calm.
Yeah. Like
the body too. Because I watch the body try to trip out, and I'll be like, why are you panicking?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why is your heart beating fast?
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
Yeah.
So you gotta tune the body. So the Lord, that's why like certain men, they don't flinch.
Yep.
Because now they've been through this traumatic moment so many times that now their brain and their body reacts different to it.
Yeah.
But you know how many times that they had to get hit to not be hit?
Yeah. To not flinch.
It's a different walk.
Because it says a man gained experience.
A man that must travel
gained experience.
Yep.
Like that's why we have spiritual fathers to look up to. Elder brothers in the camp leaders, right? because they've been through much experience through prayer that they know. So now that trickles down to you, right?
Which is you should know a man by his fruit.
Yep, there you go.
So when you see other Israelites that are under other Israelites and how they're reacting or what they're doing, and it's not being corrected or steered in the right way, that falls upon that the head of that shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whoever's leading the pack. You know,
That's right.
because we're all supposed to be being guided towards Yahweh Shai ultimately.
That's right.
Not to the club or not to a Passover at this place or this. No, we're all supposed to be spiritually being funneled into this wide land of the Lord.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Seriously.
You got it, bro.
Yep. Back in Sirach 2 and verse 3, it reads, says, stay with the Lord, never abandon him, and you will be prosperous at the end of your days.
So you can't flee.
Nope.
But it says the wicked flee.
That's right.
When no man pursue it. But you got certain people that flee because the demons chase them out.
Yep.
Like that movie Ghost.
Yeah, that was just
Them
crazy.
niggas, them shits made them run to their demise.
Damn Black Shadows, bro.
Yeah.
When I watched the movie as a young lad years ago, bro, I said, damn, that shit's scary. I was like, man, I don't want to, because Gentile, you think hell is real, you know, whatever. I said, damn, if he going there, I don't want to go there.
Right.
But that's that zeal, but not according to knowledge.
Yep.
Sirach 2 and verse 4, it says, accept whatever happens to you.
You know how high level that is?
Mm-hmm.
I got the prayer of Azariah, bro. Like you accepted the fact that you were thrown in fire and are gonna die for not bowing, to Baal, if you will.
Yep. That's right.
So right there, like that's high level, man. What we're being asked of, that's like what's required to you after much time of training.
Yes.
Like this is the epitome of what your training should be. Everything you're dealing with, those should be the results.
Yes.
Those instructions are able to be met.
That's right. I got a quick. Are you getting it right now?
What you getting?
Real quick. This is Ephesians 5 and verse 15 to 16. See that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
And sometimes you gotta walk as a fool to realize why you need to be wise.
Yep.
You get a little careless, like a sheep.
Mm-hmm.
So then that puts you in a like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm good,
nah,
man.
I'm good on that, man. Y'all go ahead.
Oh, it says, he that has crowns in the flesh cease from sin.
Yep.
So
sometimes the Lord will trouble you in your flesh so that it keeps you home. You know what I mean? Keeps you chill.
Protected.
Yep. Keeps you ultimately protected. Because ain't nothing good out there, man. Ain't nothing good out there. Ain't nothing good out there. There's nothing but evil and trouble out there. And look at the times we in. This whole lesson's been centered around being a sheep and following the Lord and not a multitude to follow the mark.
Yes, right.
Because that's ultimately what's going to happen is a multitude is going to follow that mark.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to get that digital all. See? And Jake 2/3, man, they going to have to wait to get to the kingdom after that destruction,
And it reads, verse 16, redeem the time because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise.
Yeah, here it is. The days are evil. And you got people caught up and distracted on mortal thoughts. Because I get mad when mortal thoughts are in my mind. Because it's like we know we're at the end. But then the mortal thought will come to your mind. That gets me a little annoying.
Yeah.
Like, man, we at the end. F that.
Exactly.
It's like you worrying about how many bathrooms are in your room on the ship, but the ship's sinking.
Right.
Fuck that room.
The bathroom about to get sinking.
You see what I'm saying? But that's how you know it's Satan then. Because Satan wants to keep you here. He wants you fixated on the lady in the red dress. All right, you like blue, then it's blue.
Yeah.
Either way, he wants to use something to keep your mind not on the Lord.
Yep. And it reads, verse 17, because right here it says, Sirach, it says, accept, whatever happens to you. Right here, Ephesians 5:17, Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Now, of course, our thoughts are not the Lord's thoughts are not our thoughts. His ways are higher than our ways. But it's like, accepting whatever happens to you and taking it cheerfully, and not cursing the Most High and being spiritual to the best of your ability in each situation.
Not being offended.
Right, because things are going to happen and you may be like, man, dang, man, but that's the Lord purging you, like we were going to earlier.
Yep.
And, because it says, in ChatGPT, it said affliction bring you closer to the Lord.
Yep.
So it's like going through afflictions or, hardships that can make you, that makes you a better servant,
Yeah, because the Lord don't, if your belly's full, then what do you need of Him to eat for?
Yep, see?
So the Lord puts you through things so that all you have is Him.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Where were you see? You're still in Sirach?
Yes, Sirach 2.
All right, you got it.
You had a precept, right?
Well, no, I'm reading through Azariah's prayer. There's a couple good points in it. But no, just keep reading that though.
Okay. Sirach 2 and verse 4. Accept whatever happens to you, even if you suffer humiliation.
Like, look, the song of the three holy children, verse 16. Nevertheless, in a contrite heart and humble spirit, let us be accepted. So here it is. You go through humiliation, but then the Holy Spirit says, well, that's why that's got to happen. So Wisdom of Solomon 5, they that had you in derision and a reproach are going to see you be delivered.
Right.
So there's certain things you just have to deal with in that moment and at that time, because that's a part of the affliction of the righteous.
Yep.
Because remember it says many are the afflictions of the righteous.
Yep.
So that's a part of it. It's a rite of passage.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's why, like for example, Apostle Bar, he always speak about the bitter, or the apostles in general. Like aside from these other camps, they just speak about the sweet.
Yeah.
But what about the real life situations, the spiritual battles you go through in this truth?
Because those are being set up so that you're gonna be ready for when the time comes where you're gonna have to they're gonna tell you gotta take a mark.
That's right.
That's what this is. Because if you think about all the other Jakes, they are not detaching from Babylon.
No.
They're getting amenities to enjoy it.
Yep.
Like their Feast of Tabernacles, their Purims. It's like they're in the house of mirth, but the mirth of the land is gone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
right.
like, y'all don't.
Right.
You got the music so loud, you don't even realize your enemy's getting ready to on go mode right now. That's what's happening. And then Esau, what's crazy? Like now you don't hear about ice no more. Yeah. And that's like, notice how he shifts all these major events that are happening. He gets to shift and put whatever. Now it's Iran. Yep. Tomorrow it's Portland. Next week it's pestilence.
Now it's the Epstein files.
Right.
That's been going on for what, 3-4 years now. They milking the hell of that shit. But real quick,
and nobody's writing though.
Right. Yeah.
Like, but a female will ask you if you were talking to any other girls. Motherfucker, do you know Nickelodeon side is the Epstein file or the Epstein Island?
The island.
That's what they said. But that's my point. Like, notice what people will say to you in comparison of what the fuck is going on in the real world, bro. It really show you where the mind and heart of people is. Even with Jakes. Yeah. Even with Jakes, they know they're Israelites, man. Y'all be super off.
Yep. Like we read earlier through experience in 2 Corinthians 4, it says that their minds are blinded by the God of this world.
Like the bro said, it's all a psyop.
It's all area exactly.
What you just said, psyop.
Exactly, psyop, bro.
If she walking and he wants me to look at her ass, psyop.
What the nigga said, he said villain, remember?
Yeah, villain, exactly.
Yeah, psyop.
Seriously.
Psyop, everything is psyop.
Bad Bunny, psyop.
Psyop.
Cardi B dancing in front of a robot, psyop. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
She dancing in front of a robot.
Yep.
It's a psyop, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Something happened where false flag, psyop.
Yep.
I just watched a movie the other night called Outside the Wire. It's with Papa Dot.
Okay.
And he's a walking, talking.
Oh, yes.
He's a walking, talking AI.
Yes.
And guess what he told the Jake? He said, why do you think the Pentagon, a room full of white men, made me to be the face of America? And guess what he said? Psyop.
Wow, bro. And what Chris Tucker said, he said behind every plan is
Look it up.
a old.
Let me look it up.
Wow, thank you.
Yep.
Come on, the man. Come on, bro.
What did Chris Tucker say in Rush Hour 2 about following a rich white man?
Yep.
Tell me now.
Yep.
Oh shit. It didn't go through. I got you.
Okay.
Chris Tucker say about rich white men. Which his ass is in the files too. But notice how they're selective with who they show. You mean to tell me that's the only Jake? So why haven't they showed Jay-Z yet? It's like they're controlling what characters they're giving you.
Mm-hmm.
Right here.
Perfect.
In Rush Hour, Chris Tucker's character, Detective James, which James is a surname of Jacob.
Yep.
Jacob Carter famously advised his partner to follow the rich white man to solve a crime, stating that every big crime has a rich white man behind it.
Yep. That's in Rush Hour 2 to be exact. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And as a kid, watching stuff like that, it doesn't click until, but now everything, it makes sense coming to this truth.
Yep.
You know?
What do we got?
We got, I'm sorry, Sirach.
Okay.
Sirach, you got more in that or no?
I'm asking this to show me major psyops throughout history.
Perfect.
I'm going to say U.S. history.
I like that, yep. I'll keep going while you get that.
All right.
Sirach 2 in verse 5 or 4 says, accept whatever happens to you, even if you suffer humiliation, be patient. Gold is tested by fire, and human character is tested in the furnace of humiliation. And that's exactly what we go through. Because the scriptures say, before honor there is humility. So in the truth, you're going to go through embarrassing moments. You're going to go through uncomfortable positions.
You're going to miss the shot.
You're going to miss the shot, bro.
Demons are going to win.
Yeah. Come on.
You're going to lose.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Women are going to leave.
Yep.
All right? The Lord's going to break you down.
Yep.
You could deal with eviction, homeless, you lose a job. You're going to suffer loss.
Yep.
But it's all for the more gain.
Yep.
At the end of the day. So it's actually making us better in the long run, because that's the Lord showing he's dealing with us.
That's right.
So that's why at the end of the day, it's their loss and not ours.
That's right.
Because it said we came in here with nothing, you know?
This is real quick, James 5 and 10. Take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord.
So to be a prophet, the prophet is going to come in the name of Yahweh Bashmel Shai.
That's right.
And another thing, these bugged out, soft-centered niggas, these Israelites that call on like Yehuda and the Yeshua, you don't ever see them prophesizing.
Nope.
You don't see their camps. All they want to do is sweat in a room with long garments on and somebody hitting a tambourine.
They just got the flesh.
That's it.
That's it, bro.
That's all they are. And they're proud and they're comfortable with just being in the flesh.
Yep.
They're literally comfortable thinking that the whole congregation is Judah.
Oh, man.
Everybody?
Ain't not one Zebulon in here.
Not one.
Not one Ephraimite.
Damn.
Everybody got
no Ephraim?
take this.
There's one Judite speaking fluent Spanish. Just in case the North come. You the North!
Right, you the North. James 5 and 10. It says, take my brethren the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience.
Well, wait a minute. So Sirach 2 is the instruction manual for the prophets, because it said when you suffer humiliation. It just said, take my brother the prophets who suffered humiliation.
That's right. Yep.
So the prophets are the ones that really get the heaviest hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they get the heaviest hand, and those be always the best ones when you look at the movie.
Yep.
You know, it's like, man, they say hard on me, and he's like, because he knew you had the most potential.
That's right.
So you had a bigger plate to carry.
Yeah.
You know.
That's right. Back in Sirach, it's a little more. Back in James 5 and verse 11. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job?
Yeah, what's that mean? We count them happy because the latter end.
That's right.
That's why you can't waver or I'm done. Here, I let the 12 tribes trot up the steps.
That's crazy.
But you've had men that have done that.
Yeah.
Where they've left the camp and they left the sign with them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, or they said they're taking it.
Yeah.
But then they just wither away. See? So watch, read that again.
Mm-hmm. James 5 and verse 11, behold, we count them happy which endure.
Yeah, where's
endure.
where's the, why didn't banging on Esau endure?
Right.
Because when I first came in, that was the fucking fringe anthem.
Yeah.
They was like, oh my God, we you can't tell me we ain't about to be in the
I
kingdom.
remember that.
Banging on Esau. But then they had a fallout.
Yep.
Then he rap battled, like it's just a bunch of drama.
Yeah.
Drama. There's a bunch of drama. So when you look at these other camps and you have all these beautiful precepts, these lessons, they may not be so appealing to the average Jake,
Right.
but they will be sought after by the average Jake when that judgment comes.
That's right.
That's why there's also a famine of the word. So a lot of Israelites that got notoriety in years past that didn't endure, now the Israelites that thought those were the men of the Lord are going to be looking for lessons just like these for comfort for what we all going to have to be collectively dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say you reap what you sow.
Mm-hmm. And remember, he said family of the word.
Yeah.
There was a YouTube outage. Remember, like this past couple of days ago, February 18th or something like that.
Bro,
so
you keep seeing internet outages.
Yes.
You keep seeing places at your job outage.
Yes.
I went to go to one place for my eyes, and the computers were down. Computers keep going down.
Yep.
So I don't know what they're gonna do with these computer techs.
Yeah. And that's one thing too. Everything, you know, in today's society, everything is through a computer.
Yep.
You know, you go to this store, you go to this, whatever. Everything is done on a digital grid.
Mm-hmm.
So when all hell breaks loose, when the lights go off, bro, all you got is the Lord.
Because everything is cheat as a code.
Yeah. Yep.
So the Lord's gonna be the cheat code.
Yep.
You think that's air you're breathing? So He's literally created to where it's like, if we can't get this computer to turn on, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yep.
But it's like that's the thing. We serve the invisible power. You know, so it's like Esau's put himself in a box, you know, with his advancement in technology.
Yep.
You know?
Exactly. That's right. Back in Sirach 2 and verse, I'm sorry, I'll read Joe. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. James 5 and 11. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy.
That's, bro, the Lord is pitiful and merciful.
Man.
The Lord has mercy on us. You know, the Lord is definitely doing things for us. And Yahushua said the Father knows what you need.
He knows how many hairs on your head.
So what we got is what we need. Because the scriptures also say we lack nothing good.
Yep.
Meaning if you don't have something, that's because it's not good enough for you to have it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it's like we're given everything we need. What did Tank say in Matrix when he talked about the food? He was like, it was everything that your body needed.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Oh, and then eating the
slop.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
it.
Back in Sirach 2 and verse 5, it says, "Gold is tested by fire."
See?
Right, and when you purify gold, you get the impurities out.
Yep.
So what the Lord is doing for us, He puts us through situations to get those spiritual impurities out of us. You know, like if you pray to work on patience, the Lord put you through a situation, you gotta work on patience. And the Spirit has to, kick in, be like, oh, I prayed for this. So now you're not walking around with, being impatient, being upset. Then you grow from that. Then you got to go through the next phase, and so on and so forth. And constantly being purified. That's why it says the inward man is renewed day by day, right?
And then you'll be excited about the next time it happens, what you want to do
Right
in that situation.
Right. Yep.
It's kind of like maybe like when you leave the joke. Then you like, I should have said that.
Right, yeah.
That's what I should have said. So now you got it like in the spiritual holster.
Yep.
He's ready to, but that's why the scriptures also say, like the right answer out of turn. You know what I mean? You got to make sure you say it in season too.
Mm-hmm.
That's
why it says, examine thyself, lest you be reprobates. everything is this truth is multifaceted. You know, it's constantly constantly learning, constantly growing, right? And it says, verse Sirach 2 and 5, gold is tested by fire, and human character is tested in the furnace of humiliation, right? The furnace of adversity, right? So your character is going to be tested. How you treat brothers, you know, how you answer, you know, what you know, your actions, you know, how are you gonna get up after you fall, right?
How you act after the father only beat you and not the other brothers.
Right.
And then you're like, what? you can't be like that.
Right.
You gotta be like what Yahweh Shai said, strengthen that brother.
Right.
Like, bro, I would never want you to go through this, man.
Right.
Like, yo, sometimes the Lord could put you through something to where you literally be like, I don't want this on my worst enemy.
Man.
And you gotta understand the mindset to actually know what that means, because it's like you could go through like something so painful that like you're not even worried about the enemy, because you got your own enemy that needs to be dealt with. Man. And after it's gone, you're just glad to be still there,
to be just breathing.
Yes. So when somebody says I want to wish that on my worst enemy, that's a very humble statement.
They mean that.
That's coming from a humbled place.
Yes.
You know?
Damn, bro. See that? That's why humility is good.
Yep.
You know, humility will save your life. Of course, the Lord kills and make alive. But if you, of course, if you fear the Lord and being humble, you know that, bro, that will save your life.
I got one.
Please.
Proverbs 18 and 12 in the MSG, which is the Message. It says, pride first, then the crash. But humility is a precursor to honor.
Bro.
Pride first, then the crash.
Damn.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
Damn, man.
KJV, before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility.
Damn, and that's why the fall of Esau, bro, the scriptures prophesy his fall. It says that the house I said, I seen Satan fall as lightning.
Quickly.
You have built up through the Lord gave you this power. You have a whole conglomerate. Like, you are the it factor right now. You know, this is your world, right? This is the so-called white man's world. Esau's world. You build it up so great just to fall so horribly. Man, you are, like it says, pride has deceived them. What's that, Obadiah?
Yep.
What was that, verse 3? Your pride has deceived you, man. Pride is one hell of a drug. You know?
It's addictive.
Yeah. Because you've been up top for so long, you think you can't get touched.
Well, because you keep making the shot.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like you tell a lie for so long, you believe that lie.
The Romans admitted that.
Huh?
The Romans admitted that.
Oh,
with like I think Saturnalia or something.
I remember you told me.
They were like, basically the historian said it got to a point where even the Romans were like, we forgot why we even do this ritual. You know?
Man. So Esau's been in power for so long. Hey, man, like, the preacher's gone mad, not knowing that the Lord put you in this position.
Yep.
Now he's gonna take you out of it.
Yep. I got a couple major psyops.
Oh yeah.
Get on some Edomites real quick.
Yeah.
So let's go on this. It says psyop, psychological operations, means influencing attitudes, emotions, or behaviors through messaging.
Wow.
So one thing I noticed is majority of the world, they judge based off emotion.
Yep.
That's why Esau will base off the emotion of your skin color, or the woman, she bases her emotion if she's a mother.
Yep.
You know, so now because she's a mother, she feels for this mother. You like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But anyways, it says sometimes openly, propaganda, moral campaigns, sometimes covertly, deception, planted narratives.
Wow.
So this says are confirmed or declassified psychological operations. So I speak as a man, but he has to push a psychological operation for you to accept the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
He has to.
Yeah.
There's no way. You know what I mean? Like, this is why the Cardi B with the robots. He's introducing Jake to this world right now. The social credit system. You go to work, you're on a point system.
Yep.
Walmart, point system. Driver's license, point system.
Yep.
Uber, Lyft, point system.
Yep.
Credit score, point system. Okay? Till he points something at you.
Yep.
So now you all are accepting this social point system, and now you're whoring after who's got the better number.
Yep.
That's a psychological operation in real time. You know, like nosedive, I'll give you 5 stars.
Oh man.
Every time you get out of an Uber, give Rico 5 stars.
Yep.
You know?
Rico.
Let's see right here. Operation Mockingbird. This was a CIA program aimed at influencing media abroad, and according to congressional investigation, the Church Committee, relationships with journalists existed. So it's a documented facts that Esau, through the shadow government, funded foreign media outlets. So he's specifically controlling the world that you live in, and now it's to an aspect of assimilation.
Yeah. Right here I'm on Google. It says the methods for PSYOP. It says that using propaganda, disinformation, digital marketing, social media, radio, and leaflets, pamphlets.
Yep.
So man, he got every corner. He got every avenue covered.
Well, here's another one. COINTELPRO.
Mm.
Now, the F to the B to the I, they targeted civil rights groups, anti-war groups, political activists. Methods included disinformation, fake letters.
Wow.
So you can receive fake comments on your YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And I would think that he would use more women than men.
Yeah.
How many female social media profiles, are out there that are actually federal agents?
Yep.
And you have no idea. You got a Jake right now in his DM asking if she's single.
Yep.
Ain't that crazy?
It is crazy. Yeah, they're very crazy.
That's a psyop, bro.
Yeah, man.
They said 30. Matter of fact, let me ask it. Let me ask Google. Let's see if this voice works. Let me do it on my phone. Actually, check this out. Watch. Let's go here. Let's ask ChatGPT. How much interaction online is human to human versus human with AI or human with a bot?
Good question. Good spirit.
Let's see. Stinky.
All right.
So it don't sound like a white man too. A Edomite.
I can give you a sense of the trend. A huge chunk of online interaction is
Doesn't
still
sound
human.
gay.
I'm here to help and want you to feel comfortable. If you'd like me to adjust my tone or style, just let me know how you prefer it. I'm all ears.
Answer the question. How many bots use the internet versus humans?
As of recent data, human web traffic has dropped below half, meaning bots, both simple and AI-driven, make up more than 50% of visits. In social media, about 20% of posts are from bots, while humans still account for around 80%. In customer support, AI chatbots handle most simple queries, possibly.
There you go.
Oh yeah. Yep.
What are you gonna say?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the customer service, the everything.
Automated.
Everything, bro. Oh yeah, yep. I remember.
Automated.
Yep. I remember growing up before this AI, because the AI been around for a long time. It's just that now Esau, he has
Introduced
brought
it
it to the public.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So growing up, remember you could call customer service or whatever company you had to call, and instantly it was a person, but then you hit the number. But now it's like it goes right to a fucking AI voice.
Yeah.
You gotta ask for a human.
Yep.
If there is even one available.
And then you know what got me? How quickly these humans are like telling you at their job, scan the QR code.
Yep.
Like they don't want to help you.
Yep.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So this shit is here, man. We're literally living in a futuristic dystopia right now.
Yep.
Okay. And this place is one event, one company away from a major psyop to now we all are introduced to a forced AI and nothing around it.
Yep.
A forced digital acceptance and no way around it. A scenario very soon.
Man.
And it's
bro.
going to be a psyop how he does it too.
Man.
Because you can use AI right now to do what COINTELPRO did. You can use AI right now to do what Operation Mockingbird did.
Yep.
Okay? Going back to this PSYOP COINTELPRO, the methods include disinformation, fake letters, infiltration, psychological disruption.
Wow.
So remember, he's called the accuser of thy brethren, not the judge of thy brethren.
Right.
So he's set up to accuse you psychologically, you know? Like they show you in movies, get out of this town, nigga. You know, you see it in the movies, you know? What you got here?
Death threats and everything.
Yep.
That's why he says, don't fear what man do unto you.
Yep.
Fear Yahweh Shema Shai.
He could put a false information in your phone.
Yep.
He could put false information in these devices, and then now you get raided, and all these humans with fucking 3 letters on their back in bright yellow feel that they're a better person than you, and they ain't rest not one motherfucking person on the Epstein files. No, do not fall victim to the reality of mere mortals.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying, brother?
Oh no, nothing. I got so Sarat.
We can switch on that.
Okay.
We can get a little bit on Esau now.
Got you.
If you got anything you want to go into for psyops or the mark of the beast.
I got a quick reset.
Yep.
This is Job 20:12. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. Right? Because you know, Esau, like you said earlier, like what do you say about the seed? How he's gonna like package it up real nice.
A psychological operation.
So he can say it can do this for you, do that for you, but he's telling you with it. But in his mind, he's like, you know, it's like it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna like he can say I'm here to help, but no, he's here to harm.
Listen, bro. The other day, what I said, for him to present life to you, the cost is death.
Yeah, there you go.
So if he presents life to you, the only thing you have to pay is death. That's why he's a physician of no value. When you really sit back and we sit and talk about the MOTB and what that's gonna do to humans, bro, that's him taking peace from the earth.
Yes.
Like when you look at look at how women are, look at how men are, look at how children are, bro. You're destroying beautiful creatures.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you really look at what he's doing, like I watched the movie Frankenstein, and he was obsessed with taking pieces of body parts to bring this body back to life.
Oh man.
That's a mad scientist,
Yeah.
bro. That's why in the movie he said basically, we're gonna show that God is a liar.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
That's my Esau, bro.
Exactly.
That's him.
So to like when you think about somebody that accepts a jump shot, like you gotta think how their mind is thinking. Like, yo, you're putting something foreign in you. You're putting something in your body.
And that shit, bro, that's a whole nother topic.
Exactly.
The shit he put inside those jump
Beaver
shots.
ass. We'll just say beaver ass.
Yeah, and people, like you said about their mind, people have taken that more than once.
Yep.
You know, 2 or 3 times, bro.
Yep. So she cheated more than once.
Damn.
This is the song of the 3 holy children, verse 9. And thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of the Most High, and to an unjust king, and the most wicked in all the world.
Man, in all the world. This is the perfect devil.
Exactly.
This is the perfect movie, bro.
Yep.
The perfect build-up. The Lord, just like it says, what's that, Romans 9, the Lord raised up Pharaoh, hardened his heart to ultimately to magnify his name, right? So the Lord has raised up this modern day Pharaoh being Esau to just do away with him like that.
Yep.
You know, the Lord's gonna show his people his power.
Good.
You know, the Lord is every day.
Yep.
You know, the Lord is showing us his power, but people, like, we're gonna actually see, you know, the Lord's power, bro.
It's like they're not just gonna have to deal with an earthquake for a week and then go back to Starbucks.
Exactly.
That's what it's gonna. It's not gonna go back to their normal.
Right.
You know.
Man, look at this. Look at that, bro. Man.
So now when you look at these psyops, look, the the COINTELPRO, that's the persecution. Operation Mockingbird, that's to take the mark of the beast.
Yep.
All that's going to be for World War III.
Yep.
Look at Operation Northwood. It says was a declassified 1962 Department of Defense proposal. What it proposed was staging fake attacks, creating public justification for war with Cuba.
Wow.
Venezuela.
So it sounds like to me, Esau, he creates problems.
Yep.
And then he walks in the room and say, you know what, I can solve this.
Yep.
But you the one that created it. Damn, bro. Like you said earlier, scriptures say he's a red horse. So it makes sense why that's Esau.
Look at this. Common themes across real psyops. Fear, amplification, see? Enemy demonization, national unity messaging, narrative control, controlled leaks, emotional triggers.
Wow, emotional triggers. Damn. So
So-
he pulls on people's heartstrings.
Yeah.
Oh no, those poor babies.
Yep.
Come on, man. That's what he does.
So what is he gonna do to make you emotionally accept the mark of the beast?
Man.
It's gonna be you're gonna be afraid. It's gonna happen rapidly. It's gonna happen with force. You know, it's like it's gonna be forced upon you. It's gonna the mark is legitimately gonna be forced on these people. And then when you look at shows like Black Mirror, Terminator, Matrix, those are giving you fictional examples or scenarios how the war would be if he was able to do that.
Yeah.
So every Israelite camp should be screaming about the mark of the beast.
Yes. Yes.
If you watch the Israelite camp that don't talk about the mark of the beast, you're still lost.
Yeah.
You don't know who you're following, man. And you're just a lost sheep that likes to be in amongst a crowd of other sheep.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to fit in and hurry up and find a quick friend. You're just still a little girl or a little boy in your first day of kindergarten.
Yep.
Now you with Sister Lavender.
I got a quick one. I got two for you.
Yeah,
Actually.
what you got?
This is the first one is 2 Corinthians 11:14, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
And Esau loves that angel of light, and he embraces it.
Mm-hmm.
He embraces it. He does it with a smile. He does it with eye contact, and he does it with confidence too.
Yep.
And when he gets caught, he flips it and makes you think that you're the liar.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They're gonna do a psychological operation to make you take the mark, like they did a psychological operation to make you take that shot, bro.
Yep. And they were doing a lot of fear mongering. You know, they would say,
Fear amplification.
"Oh, there you go.
But you got it.
There you go. Real quick, this is the words of Yahweh Shai. Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation."
So now you got to think about scenarios that's going to bring in this temptation, because people are going to get tempted because now they need access to the hospital.
Yep.
Now they need access to the DMV. They need home, shelter, you know, assistance, protection, identification,
Yep.
job, convenience,
Yep.
survival,
Yep.
which hence why it's an idol. So they're going to be tempted to give in, and it's going to happen through an emotional trigger.
Yep.
And she's going to say, then what? Then what are we going to have?
What about the kid?
What?
What are you gonna eat?
Yo,
Mm.
I'm telling you, man, we can already read how people are going to react.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be mindful that you don't fall onto that stereotypical gendered reaction.
Yep.
Just because you are the woman, but that don't mean you react like these Babylonians. You knew this mark was coming.
Yep.
Like brothers, like speaking to myself, we know this time is coming. What we're waiting on is a time where, okay, now it begins and it don't go back to our playing normal anymore.
Yep.
That's what we're waiting on. You know, you do the rent, you do the house, you do the job, but we're waiting on the moment to where it's like, okay, you can't live here no more, not because you don't have money, but because you don't have this forced new application.
Yep.
Because right now it's legitimately hell to go through this system to get a car, to register a car, to get a home, to get a house. They have all these numbers and points that you have to get that. That's a social credit system in real time.
Yeah, bro.
And right now, China is doing a there's a term for it. It's called a human experiment on a social level with their credit score system. The elite of Moab right now is running a full social credit score system on their people so that they can know how to operate in society with the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
That's happening right now in China.
Yep. Right, as we speak. And it says, Rev 3:10, I also will keep you from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. And everybody's going to get tried. You know, like you said earlier, said a fear implication. So people...
Yeah, fear amplification.
Thank you. So amplify.
Yep.
So, you know, Esau can package it up real nice and say, you know, this is going to be the new currency to have universal income to feed your family, you know, to finally get the amenities you want or need. And then he pulls by people's heartstrings and is going to trigger them to get it. You know, the hour of temptation. The word temptation means the enticement to sin. So how he's going to promote it, he's going to entice you to receive it, to get it. You know, that's why that faith in Yahweh Shema Shai in that time has to be heavier, you know, than ever, you know?
So check this out. This literally just told on itself. It says, I asked ChatGPT, it says what the social credit system really is. Many Western portrayals claim that every Chinese citizen has a single government-generated social score.
Wow.
It's saying that's what the portrayal is.
Oh, okay, got you.
And it says, but that's not exactly how it works in reality. But look at what this says. Instead, there are multiple data systems, not one unified score for all citizens. So that's worse.
Wow.
So that's worse.
Wow.
That's like here. Your credit score is bad, so you can't get a car.
Yep.
This credit score bad, so you can't get a house. This point system's bad, so you can't get a license. This point bad, so you can't do Uber, Lyft. This is bad, so you can't use Amazon Prime.
Yep.
So you're literally witnessing a multiple data system that you are being rated on right now in Babylon. That's actually harsher for the point system in Moab land. So this is happening right now. It says government programs tend to focus on legal compliance and trustworthiness, especially in areas like finance, contracts, and business behavior. Or business behavior now would be called gig economy, which is gig-based app jobs.
Oh,
meaning you're like a contractor for Uber.
Yeah.
So you're under contract, but now you don't get the benefit to have a union or vacation or sick pay. So he's literally making you get paid crumbs from a corporate company, and the only access you have to this corporate company is through a downloadable app. So now what if they want to take all your money? What if they want to? What are you gonna do about it? Esau's the real gangster, man. Okay. What you call criminals, we call corporate. It says some local pilot programs experimented with broader behavior tracking, but not all were permanent or centralized. Anyways, so here it goes. It says, although some myths exaggerate, certain consequences do exist when someone is placed on a government blacklist for real legal violations.
Wow.
Travel movement. People may be restricted from buying train or plane tickets if they are found to have refused to comply with court orders to pay debts or fines. So now a court said you got to pay this money, and you go, nah, I'm not paying that. And they say, okay, now because you don't want to pay that, now this rating system now doesn't allow you personally to buy a train ticket or a plane ticket.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Jobs and professional limits. In some cases, people on official lists may be barred from taking certain government jobs or holding certain professional positions. Loan, finance. So that's literally how right now, doesn't Babylon, don't they look at your social media posts?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But this is the land of the free though, right? No, it's the land of the free to those that don't mind being a slave.
Yep.
That you're only free here if you're a slave. I took the jump shot. Your kid's a faggot. The wife, you're divorced. You see what I'm saying? You go through all the slavery steps, and that's where you feel that you're free to get mutilated. You're free to get psychological drugs. You know, you're free to go to fucking mental health places.
Yeah.
You're free to abort. Like, look at this shit you're free to fucking do here, man.
Yep.
This shit is wicked.
But you can't be, but it's evil to be a man of the Lord here.
But you're free to be gay.
I got something real quick.
Yep.
This from ChatGPT now, going back to China. Now this is the words of K. Schwab. It say, I respect China's achievements. I think it's a role model for many countries, but the Chinese model is certainly a very attractive model for quite a number of countries. Going back to what the social credit system and everything, which is already here in Babylon, but what he's referring to is that exact way, you know, having everybody in a digital prison, you know.
And this is a myth because I asked if it's on all citizens, but all it's given me is the citizens that popped up on the system he created to keep you under.
Wow, see?
So of course it ain't gonna say all of them because majority of them are compliant.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's more than that?
Nah, you got it though.
Okay. Back in Revelation 3 and verse 10, and it says, which shall come upon all the world,
See?
to try them
Yep.
that dwell upon the earth. And it's going to be a huge test, a test of our faith. You know, and actually, when you go into that word, I think it says that real quick, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Revelation 3 and 10 in the Blue Letter Bible.
Test one's faith.
Yes, the word there for try.
Like it says, test your might.
Yeah.
You know?
It says, to try or test one's faith, virtue, or character by enticement to sin.
So you're going to be enticed,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be a psyop. It's going to be a boogeyman.
Yep.
It's going to be a unity. He's going to make it patriotic. They're going to make it for humanity.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Do it for the children. You know?
Also, right here it says, to inflict evils upon one in order to prove his character and the steadfastness of his faith.
Wow.
Man.
And then it makes me think of how it says we're going to be as pilgrims.
Mm-hmm.
And then also makes me think how it says we'll be idol, offered to idols.
Yep.
So there's going to be something with that boogeyman through that psyop that there's going to be certain people locked up being forced to get it while people are without that are being presented to get it.
That's right.
Like they got all types of like human experiments that they've done, and they had this one where they saw people's reaction. Like if there was a guy going around with a mask and telling you to wear it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you refused, he hit you because they wanted to fear the people behind him. So when they saw how that happened, the people behind him that witnessed the whole thing, when he went to give them a mask, their first reaction was to put it on.
Oh shit.
So what he's gonna do is he's gonna beat many
Mm-hmm.
to make the rest cave in. Sheeple.
Wow.
Yep.
They show that too with children, like the videos. They be they got a teddy bear next to the baby,
See?
and they try to feed the teddy bear the baby food. He don't want it. Obviously, he can't move, and he hits it. Then when he feeds the baby, he wants to eat it.
They probably call it the something experiment.
Wow.
Like they got something called the bystander experiment.
Wow.
Where
Yeah.
basically you want to know why outside of the spiritual reasons, you want to know why places like New York or LA are very cutthroat,
Mm-hmm.
because they found out that the human brain can't process empathy when they're in overcrowded places.
Wow.
That's why small towns, villages, they have a very tight so-called community,
Yeah.
because there's not so many people that they have to care for.
Right.
So what they found out was if they laid someone dying in a public place in New York City, no one would call the police.
Damn.
Because they all expect someone else is going to do it because there's so many people around.
Damn.
So he does all types of social experiments,
Wow.
real time, all that shit, bro. He's a warlock. He's a master of witchcraft.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, I'm looking up something real quick.
All right.
Let's see here. I looked up ChatGPT. What's it called when a person is forced to do something out of fear?
Yeah.
It's called a coercion, or how do you say it?
Coercion.
Coercion. Thank you. Coercion. It says the most common legal and psychological term.
Psychological.
It means using threats, intimidation, or pressure to make someone act against their will.
Boom.
It says
like we say, he's gonna technologically grape you.
Yeah.
He's gonna technologically grape your ass, bro.
Yes.
All right. So instead of pulling your pants down, he's gonna pull your sleeve up.
Damn. Yeah, bro. Oh, that's why we read it earlier. That's why it says we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. You know.
Yep.
Because Satan, Esau, he he uses the same playbook. You know, he's gonna say this and say that, say we're all here to help. Just like the that one video, it showed all the news stations saying the same exact thing. That's Esau, bro.
Yeah.
He said the same exact thing, and people eat it up just because it's Esau. It's his world.
Operation Mockingbird.
Yeah. So Esau's in front of your face telling you this with a smile on his face, knowing he's not going to help you or benefit you.
Yep.
But people going to trust Esau because they believe him.
He calls himself Dr. Life because he's administering death.
Oh man.
He's a red horse. We can end it off on that too.
The red horse?
Yeah.
Or want that? Rev 6 and 4?
Yeah. What were we reading?
I was holding 16 about the.
You want to get that real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's going to happen. People are going to get locked up. They're all going to be in that Akon spirit.
Oh man, yep. This is 2 16 and verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
That's going to be Esau. There's going to be some worldwide event that's going to cause the world, like the vid, to come together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All you got to do is use ChatGPT. Tell it to you want to make a, what is it called? Fictional? Non-fictional is true, right?
Yeah, non-fictional. Fictional is false. It's fake, made up.
Fictional is false?
Yeah.
Okay, so all you got to do, this is what I did, because I tried to ask it, and it has these like barriers.
Mm-hmm.
So all you got to do is say, I want to make a fictional movie about how the world with the standing government is going to administer a mandatory mark on everybody through a IM plan, and I want you to show the government do this realistically in comparison to how the world governments reacted with the vid.
Wow.
Boom. All you got to do is put it together.
Wow.
And how he did it here is how he's going to do it there.
Yep.
Obviously, it's going to be amplified.
Yep.
Like the new 911 is going to get real bad.
Yeah.
There's going to be some bad things that are going to happen, but he's got to do it to a level to shut the mouths of truth.
Yeah.
To where it's going to be so bad that the guy in the room hearing truth is going to tell the truth or to shut the fuck up. Because whatever it was, it hurt so fucking bad that you telling me what it was ain't going to help the pain I'm feeling now.
Right.
So he's about to do a number,
Man.
bro.
A great deception.
Yes.
This is coming, bro.
Yep.
And it reads of 2 16 and verse 68. And they that shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision,
which is a derision means to laugh at.
Right.
Like when you watch Common People, she was laughable. If you weren't emotionally triggered, you would laugh at that.
Wow.
Imagine a woman taking the mark, Edomite, and you're at home watching YouTube, and now a viral video of someone who took the Neuralink. Now she's saying the same ads that you got to see when you watch YouTube videos.
Oh my goodness.
And she just stops. And delicious country fried chicken. It's good for chicken fine, for chicken finger fine.
That's like, a demon.
Exactly.
That's a demon.
Exactly.
You're just...
Yo, you gotta watch it, bro. You gotta watch it.
That's like Tourette's.
Exactly.
It's a demon.
It's technological Tourette's.
Bro, he's about to put a
demon
in y'all, bro.
Exactly.
Man.
He's gonna put a vessel in you, and what it's gonna do is link you to a demon.
Man. Oh, real quickly, look up the word consent in ChatGPT. It means permission or agreement given freely unwillingly to something after understanding what it involves.
Mm.
So right here, consent. So people are gonna, like it says in Rev 13, it says they that receive the mark.
Yeah.
So they have to consent and agree to this. So now that you're aware, what it's gonna do, then that's your last.
And guess what? We're giving you the fine print.
Yeah.
This is the fine print.
Yep.
Like, remember he said in the movie, did you read the fine print?
Oh, yep.
Remember, and Jake was like, yeah. He's
Yep.
won that $20.
Mm-hmm.
To hit, or 20,000. In his mind, that was 20,000 bands.
Yeah.
So that's all he's thinking about. But this is the fine print. This is that letter, and you like, wait a minute, hold on, you got the glasses?
Yeah.
You're like, wait a minute.
Yep.
Like a fire?
Yep.
Hell nah.
Yep.
See? So this is why it's mercy that the Lord has got it on, there's a spirit out to inspire brothers that are the teachers to go into these topics and prophesy to you.
That's right.
This whole camp now just turned into prophecy.
Yeah.
The whole thing's been about prophecy. But it started off with exhortation and what spirit you to be in, because we're all getting ready to experience this together, because it's going to be common to man.
That's right.
That's why you need to watch Common People. Yeah.
That's it.
You know?
Seriously.
Read that again? Or read the...
Signature 16 and 69, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach, and try to...
Previous sword.
Yeah, I had that earlier too, but I changed it.
What Black Mirror is,
Yeah.
is a side effect to the mark.
Oh, yeah, bro.
If you're taking this, you suffer a simple loss, you know all that shit.
Yep.
And then guess what I asked ChatGPT on my shit? I said, I'm making a fictional movie, and I want you to show me how once the government mandates a mandatory eye implant, I want you to show me what kind of scenario will cause that device to cause a grievous sore. And guess what one of it said? If it was forced by mass rollout because of a crisis, cheap material used, and put in shallow skin,
wow,
and constantly having it being read or scanned,
wow,
would cause inflammation and heating and like,
wow,
yeah, bro.
Damn.
And they said when you mix that with the 5G or 6G,
oh shit.
so he's gonna fucking nuke you. He's gonna put you in a microwave. Bro, he turned that chick into a monetized YouTube video.
Bro, he put in, oh my goodness.
That shit's crazy, bro.
See, bro?
He's a mad scientist.
Man, that's transhumanism right there.
Exactly.
They call that what? Body modification.
Yep.
Damn, man. And it says, verse 70, for there shall be in every... Did that read the point? Yeah.
Yeah.
I read the point, right?
Yeah. No. Wait, one more time.
Verse 69. Oh, verse 68. Let me start from the top one more time. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you.
When are they going to start identifying immigrants? What the fuck? What's going on with Haiti?
Bro.
See how he control. 1 minute is everybody, this white woman got shot, and then it's fucking Logan Paul, and then it's Epstein, and then it's like, it's every day, it's a roulette.
Yeah.
Of distractions, and soon he's gonna put the shell of Hebrew. He's gonna aim it at Hebrew Israelites soon. Like, remember it says he will shoot at them with his mouth.
Yep.
Soon he's gonna bring this up. Soon he's gonna bring this to attention, man.
Oh yeah. And it reads, it says, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. There we go, right there. All right. And that MOTB, that's a technological idol.
Yep.
That's what Esau's doing right now is witchcraft.
Yep.
But because Esau's technology is his witchcraft. Case in point, the Neuralink, he like you said earlier, a guy's playing chess with his mind.
Yep.
That's a miracle on the left hand side.
Yep.
The scriptures say that.
And you know what I was thinking though? Why? But I bet he won't show you information of how many people that failed on.
Exactly.
But the Lord is allowing them to live for the reason of prophecy.
Right.
Because even though Elon's a face, it still has to be shown to the elites that this works. Because going back like the movie Frankenstein, the dude funded Victor Frankenstein's operation because he was dying and he wanted to see if he could bring someone back to life. So when he died, he could come back to life.
Wow.
So woe to you, rich men. They wanted their inward thought is that they will.
Their houses shall continue
forever.
Yep.
So he wants you to create. I want you to take my head and my nervous system and put it in John Jones's body.
Wow.
That's the level they're
wow. Like the movie Get Out.
Exactly.
Wow.
So this guy is a madman, bro. He's a voodoo doctor.
Wow.
Yeah. He's into some, but you gotta look. That's why these camps, they don't see the level of demonic idolatry that the MOTB and the technology produces that's introducing to the world right now.
Yeah.
And the close these camps do is just make AI versions of themselves in sinful flesh in like a godly setting. That's fucking stupid, bro. I seen a picture of Nate in his elderly age and like this like, you know, like heavenly armor. Like what the fuck does that do? You get mad, you know, you like remember when Jay-Z mushed her?
We still can't
That shit gets annoying, bro. You like that shit gets annoying how fickle Jake is, man. Damn.
And what Esau's doing, like you said, they're not addressing it. You know what Esau's doing is to attack on his people.
It's attack on your God.
Yeah, thank you. It's attacking what the Lord created.
He's literally creating a God to reverence instead of your God.
Yes.
Right? Christ, right?
Yes.
Where's the videos about the 24-hour streaming Twitch Jesus shit?
Yeah, bro.
Like for these camps to be talking about the law, well, you guys should always be going into AI because this is modern day idolatry in real time as we speak.
Yes.
It's necromancing as we speak.
Yes.
Like, and all these, where's your fringes? Well, where's your rebuke on these altars? The false prophets of Baal are now fucking with handheld devices and artificial intelligence to guide them.
Literally, right now.
You could ask AI AI could teach you how to serve Satan.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like these people don't realize they bruh.
People are being duped.
That's
why it says in Psalm 82 and Isaiah 60 says that first. In Psalm 82 it says they know not because they're in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And Isaiah 60 in verse 2 says they're in gross darkness. So everybody, you know, for the most part, their minds are blinded by the spells and ignorance from Esau.
Can you, Baba Kasha, can we end it on Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 21 in the GNT?
Yes.
Baba Kasha, the
yep.
GNT. This is going into the days of Noah. Back then, to lead into now, man.
It was Solomon. I'm sorry. What chapter?
14 and 21. I think I said 18. Shit is crazy, bro. You got to wrap your head around about how demonic this mark is. Like, there's some OD shit going on.
Sorry, I'm getting there quick. So.
Yeah.
890. Are you there right now?
Yeah.
What page is it?
Well, I got the apocrypha.
Oh, okay, got you. Never mind. Okay, it was in Psalm 14 and 21.
Yeah.
This is the GNT version of Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 21.
Just start at 12.
Verse 12, and it says, it's right here, the ledger, the origins of idolatry.
Boom.
Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 12.
So look at how the spirit had to sneak in the mark of the beast towards the end. So if people click on this video and didn't follow it through, they might not hear it. You know?
It says, sexual immorality began when idols were invented. They have corrupted
spiritual fornication.
Right. In which, you know, for the ones who take it, especially you're a Jake, that's you committing spiritual fornication, spiritual idolatry, adultery towards Yahweh Shalom Shai.
Which proves why it says the elect are virgins.
Exactly. That's right. And it says, they have corrupted human life ever since they were first made.
See, like right now, it's corruption, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like using you got people that have diabetes that actually have shit plugged into them.
Yeah.
That they unplug, charge, then they got shit plugged in here. Like he's literally chopping you up and then putting computer parts in you.
Literally, bro. For real.
What the fuck?
And it's people.
Well, you're born with two of them. Like here it is, like because you got two kidneys. You know what I mean? Like that don't mean I was born with two legs too, bitch, and I need both of them.
Man.
See, you can't let this dude do. He's ultimately that's Deuteronomy 13, bro. That raise up to an unknown God.
Yeah.
That's Deuteronomy 13, man.
Esau reminded me of the kid from what's that? The first Toy Story, the evil kid. He would burn the toys and break the toys. That's him.
Yep.
He's
Spike.
Yeah,
Spike
Spike,
or whatever
his name was. He's the red horse.
Yeah.
He took harmony and peace from the earth, from creation. You know?
Because he don't have harmony or peace.
Nope. His spirit is not upright inside him.
Yep.
He's the vessel of dishonor.
Yep.
Come on, man. Back in Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 13, it says, idols have not always existed, nor will they exist forever. It was human pride that brought them into the world, and that is why a quick end has been planned for them.
Wow.
Once there was a father who was overwhelmed with grief at the untimely death of his child, so he made an image of that child who had been suddenly taken from him. He then honored a dead human being as a god.
Wow.
And handed on secret rituals and ceremonies to those who were under his authority.
Damn, that's like what happened with Tammuz and Nimrod, Serapis, and then like even that movie Mummy.
Yeah.
That was actually a myth. Yeah. They call it not a deity, deified.
Mummification?
No. When you're dead, that you get deified. So that guy was really deified in Egypt.
Yep.
So they made a movie depicting him actually coming back to life. That's wicked, bro.
Yeah.
That's necromancy.
I was about to say that. That's witchcraft, bro.
That's witchcraft.
That's evil. The Lord took that person.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring that. Come on, man. And right here it says, verse.
And why isn't the Christian church upset that Elon Musk is allowing people to walk again, but you're not allowing people to walk again in the name of Jesus?
Right.
You fucking fake ass people, bro. Christians are the worst, bro.
Hypocrites, bro.
They're the fucking worst. There's some evil Edomite Christians, man.
Oh yeah.
They're fucking phony. They lack judgment, you know. But let it be some shit political. They'll judge it and agree with it.
Yep.
Fucking hypocrites. You got it.
Back in Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 16, as time went on, this ungodly custom became stronger. Finally, it became law, and idols were being worshipped at the command of powerful rulers.
Wow.
When people lived too far away to honor a ruler in his presence, but were eager to pay honor to this absent king, they would imagine what he must look like, and would then make a likeness of him. The ambitious artists who made these likenesses caused this worship to spread even among people who did not know the king. An artist might want to please some ruler, and so he would use his skill to make the likeness better looking than the actual person.
Like the Daniel 3, made a statue.
Yep.
So man always through time has created something to be worshipped.
Yeah. Yep. And it says, then people would be so attracted by the work of art that the one whom they had earlier honored now became the object of their worship.
Oh, it said in historical history, wealthy families made statues of deceased relatives.
Oh,
Some rulers were later deified.
Wow. Whoa, like you were saying.
Emperors in Rome were worshipped after death. Egypt honored deceased royalty as divine.
Wow. Damn. It's like how Jake doing on a low level. They deified Tupac and Biggie.
Yep.
But they're dead.
Yep.
Man, he was the best rapper ever. He's dead though.
Then he gave you a hologram of him.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep. Fucking hologram, bro. Them, Michael Jackson, you know. Verse 21, it says, so all this became a deadly trap because people who were grieving or under royal authority would take objects of stone or wood and give them the honor reserved for the one God. One thing led to another. It was not enough to be wrong about the knowledge of the Most High. They lived in a state of evil. They lived in a state of evil warfare. but they were so ignorant that they called it peace.
Yeah, that's right now.
Damn.
There's all this war going on, and they just created called a board of peace.
Oh,
Trump and all them are on it.
man.
That's right now, bro.
They murdered children in their initiation rituals.
F-Files.
Yep.
Boom. That's happening right now.
The E-Files.
Right, like it.
Says celebrated secret mysteries and held wild ceremonial orgies with unnatural practices.
Damn.
That's today.
That's literally today.
Nothing new under the sun.
Yep.
They no longer kept their lives or their marriages pure. A man might kill another by an act of treachery or cause him grief by committing adultery with his wife. Everything was a complete riot of bloody murder, robbery, deceit, corruption, faithlessness, disorder, falsehood, harassment of innocent people, ingratitude, moral decay, sexual perversion, broken marriages, adultery, and immorality.
Now look at this.
It's a lot.
In the KJV, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good turns, defiling of souls, changing of kind.
Wow.
Disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanness. See?
Ooh.
So this is all happening right now. And that's everybody just rioting in the daytime. And then there's going to be a situation that takes place, and there's going to be caused a mandatory mark in the midst of a third world's war.
Man. In the midst of all this wickedness, man.
You got a closing precept?
Yeah, actually I do. I gotta get it real quick. It's at 1 John 5 and 19, excuse me.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
That's
Sorry.
why I said love not the world.
Yep.
Look at what you're loving. So you're loving people being allowed to commit adultery. You're loving children being taken. You know what I mean? When you really look at what you're loving the fact that heathens are still in power and can rule in wickedness with their authority.
Yeah. Yep. 1 John 5 and 19. And we know that we are of the Most High, and the whole world lieth in wickedness.
And this is why there's going to be the second death.
Yep.
If you want to get that, Revelations 21 and 14, is it?
Yep.
That's the second death, man.
Either 21 or 20. Let's see.
Because we're talking about the days of Noah.
14 or 22.
20 and 14.
Yep, 20. Yep. Well, Revelation 20 and 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire.
That's going to happen after the mandatory market.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to have nations that are going to be allied against Babylon and against Amalek. And they're all going to collectively shoot their arrows over here. And I speak as a man, but it makes sense that there's going to be certain NATO holders like France that potentially won't give those missiles back. Because they're gonna occupy it. We're gonna wait and see how it plays out, but it would only make sense. So you know what I mean, that because Babylon's holding arrows in other places outside of Babylon.
Yeah.
But then if these people that are holding them turn on you, why would they give them back to you?
Right.
Oh, they'll give them back to you, all right.
Right. Right. Exactly. Yep. And it reads Revelation 20 and 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death.
Man, keep going.
And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire.
And see? So we want to be found in the eyes of the Lord with mercy, with grace, with joy, with deliverance. Because this is what's going to deliver us out of here.
That's right.
You know? Is the chariots being overshadowing over us as the destruction's coming down.
Ooh.
So we're waiting for this.
That's in the scriptures.
Yeah.
There.
Hey, ended off on First Thess.
Yeah.
Meet
Lord.
the Lord in the air.
Got you. Yep.
Look at that, man. This is what we're waiting on. This is why we don't want to be distracted by date night. Look, and then her ass got you. Look. Boom. And you're gonna find out, look, there's shrimp on the plate. All you're gonna fucking find out that you just got distracted by vain vagina.
Oh, man.
Vain vagina.
She got distracted by Satan.
But look at this loser. But niggas like this, look, his shirt says Sixers.
Yeah, it's peeped.
But niggas like this are so-called winning right now.
Mm-hmm.
Brothers, these niggas ain't got shit but fucking flesh, man. Empty bottles, okay? Woes and lows.
Low shoulders.
Problems in the flesh. They ain't winning, man.
Yep.
None of these people are winning, because look at their end. Okay? The nigga may drive off with the bitch you like, but this where they're gonna be parked at.
That's right. That's right, bro.
You got it, bro. He crying and shit. He got the Little Migos on repeat.
They know.
He want to bless you in the name of Jesus.
Man, this is coming, bro. Man, this is 1 Thessalonians 4:16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Yahushua Mashiach shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet with the Lord Yahushua in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore comfort one another with these words.
And that's what's comforting us in these last days, man. You know, which this is it's a visual representation, you know, of the lake of fire, you know, the destruction, the elect. You know, that's high level, man. Being changed in the twinkling of an eye. You know, being in the bed chambers of Yahushua, which is the chariot. You're gonna find out the benefits of being a faithful woman, brothers.
That's right.
Because think about the benefit they have being faithful unto us.
Right.
And how much more those being that much more faithful to Yahushua, man. You know. So yeah, we truly pray that this camp was edifying, you know, and comforting, and we just want to say call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to our elders, bishops, and apostles of Great Millstone that do well.
Mm-hmm.
Peace, safety, and salutations to the Lord's beloved elect, man. Truly. Brothers and sisters, shalom.
Come on.